Good evening, everyone. I'm Tassinix, and welcome to Season 67. 5 is 67, Jesus. Season 67, 5 vs 5 Grand Arena Championship, Week 3, Round 1. My opponent is Arsenal416, the Vanguard. A good friend. We fought him many times, but the first time this season. So, a pleasure. You all know the drill. Let me get the music rolling, make ready. All right, prediction. All right, anybody who's been following Arsenal this season sees that he's just embraced the full efficiency of this meta. And I'm thinking we're looking at a 1 or less, 2 or more situation. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just say that. But hey, and we got some folks out here in the chat early. Then we got Sheepdog, we got Black Hammer. What's going on? Be easy. Yeah, hopefully mine goes better. I hope so too, man. Sorry yours did not go well. Get on my waifu. No idea how that's said. Hey, Opinionator, good to see you. All right. Get the goods on screen. All right, it's rank 8 fighting rank 7. He and I each barely made it into the top bracket. My 15.8 million GP to his 15.5. Top 80 GP, my 3.20 million to his 3.15 million. We both have 402 Zetas. We both have 84 GAC Omicrons. Your boy coming in with a little edge on the top 80 average speed, 167 to 166. I think we can all agree. GG, I've got it right there. All right, Mon Analysis, plus 25 count by 282 to his 330. 20 to 24 speeds, my 588 to his 760. Plus 20s, my 870 to his 1090. Plus 4% offense mod, my 260 to his 230. And plus 6% offense mod, my 94 to his 90. So at least we have offense to make me look good. Relic Analysis, total levels, my 2476 to his 2389. Nice. Relic 9s, my 145 to his 94. I want to feel like this matters. Relic 8, my 136 to his 157. And Relic 7, my 9 to his 41. Datacron rerolls. Excuse me. Total levels, my 410 to his 478. Level 9 Datacrons, my 63 to his 58. 6 to 8s, I have 2, he has 0, and 3 to 5s, we each have 1. All right. Now, as far as his GLs go. Okay, pretty nice setup on his here. Fast Colonel, fast JMK, fast Lord Vader. I feel like I'm gonna have to make Vader. I think I'll have those in line for next season. Cooking in the pot. They asked Ahsoka too. Wow. 580. Okay. At really fast. Wow. Terrifying. This is I'm telling you, folks. I'm gonna have to break down and actually purchase. I love this. All right. Everything else looks pretty good. Really drawing the eye. All right, let's have a look at his OmegaBot report. So we've got 2 full weeks of history to draw on for this one. we can see that very often Arsenal likes to go early and then whenever after that, usually in the afternoon, late morning the next day. As far as speed comparison goes, yeah, this is where he has the advantage on me. And that line is pretty consistently over me. Right up until, what, about 26? Alright, GAC Omicrons, we both have them all. And then for efficiency, I do believe he's had quite a share of Herodiums this season. So it's completely skewed, cannot be trusted. Hey, Vin Altavi, good to see you. Says, hey, Taz, thanks again for your help. Happy to help in whatever little way I can. Yeah, happy to pass the message on. With the bug about the make good for folks that actually 7-starred the Temple Guard, I guess folks didn't get a complete new datacron as they expected. And if you'd wailed out for it, you got no kind of refund or the new cron, just a complete mess. So they're on it. They already know. All right, defense. For the last 2 weeks, he's been setting Traya, Lord Vader, Saw, Aphra, Baylan, Malgus, Great Mothers, Jabba, Ahsoka Watt, Rey Swolo, times with Ezra, Clackers. Okay, and then just odd stuff from there. Executor, Leviathan, and Profundity on deep. Triple. Dangerous fellow. Alright, likes to live dangerously. And he's getting fleet hold, so not for nothing. Alright, defenses by zone. Traya, Lord Vader, Baylan, Malgus are probably the likely suspects. Bottom front. Offense-wise, he's been using Leia, Queen, JMK Cat, JML Jedi Cow, Bane, Reva, Sith Eternal, Gungans, DTMG, and interesting stuff besides. Gas, Deer, Starkiller, Malgus, Blacker sometimes, Wampa sometimes. Yeah, this is, again, he's had his share of Herodiums, right? Yeah, still the same situation there with the Cron. Yeah, I mean, I was never planning to go for it 7 stars day one. Like, there are definitely people making use of that team and putting down some type of, like, you know, Jedi Vanguard team with Qui-Gon Jinn lead, something with that tank there. Absolutely see that getting used regardless. But, nah, wasn't going to go for it just for this last week. 5 vs 5. I'll have it in place, though, for 3 vs 3. Alright. Fleets, though. He was using Radis, Negotiator, and Chimera. Alright. Teams that he has dropped on so far this season. A Hunter, a Talzin, and a Rex. That has to almost be... He's fighting in Herodium and seeing just how little he can get away with, and then getting caught out. That's got to be what that is. I, too, have been there. Alright. Not too much to cover. Difficult to set up the scout for this, because, yeah. He's only had, I want to say, 4 real matches all season, 3 or 4. Wasn't. So it's tough to read into it, especially when, yeah, so, it's looking like 6-0, and what? Yeah, 2 of those are Herodium, so he's had 4 legitimate opponents, but 2 of these matches are the same guy fighting You Can't Say, but his scores have just been killer. So I had a tough time scouting for this. Alright, where are we at on the prediction time? It says 1 minute, 50 seconds. I'll give you guys till the minute mark. We'll just chit-chat here. Just a moment. Yeah, I already spoke with Arsenal. Spoiler, he already did some attacking, and he's got to, going to see a movie tonight, so he might drop in with us very late. Probably not, though, because it sounds like that movie's going to be a while. All right. close out that poll, get in them last second votes. All right. 1 or less is 46%. 2 or more is 54%. I respect it. All right, let's have a look. So, madness, chaos, it's good. It is good. Let's talk about the defense. Top side. So, GG, Stat, B1, B2, Magna. Really haven't been setting this, so why not? This is with the GG Crown from set 21, and got a hold. We have Malgus, DR, BSF Malik, Sith Marauder with the set 20 Tank Crown, Tank Revive. Hasn't fought it yet. Let's see. Did I catch banners on all these? Against the Bad Batch here with the original Wrecker and Hunter. 60 banners, so not bad. Not bad against a guy who's generally been really clean this season. And then what was it? Saw, he got a 65. Okay. All right. This is a fun part. So, I did spring for the DRey crop. I said I would, and then I did. And I'm pleased to see that it works. I just put in the team comp that I thought best utilized the fullness of the kit. You've got these couple callouts to Sith, so definitely DRey and Red if you can. Hux, why not? Why would you not? And then, of course, a tank. I prefer Faust. So there we have it. And yeah, what a long, strange trip it's been for him just to get down those two characters. Because he put in on this. Yes, that's right. Whaling paying off. That's right. Those, what was it? $20 packs for the materials. Just a ton of materials. It just so happens that buying both of them is suspiciously close to being enough to max out one of the focus datacrons. Yeah. Anyway, I did that. There. Been saying so much to Cere, saying GG has lost significance and isn't a top team for GAC anymore. I think that by far and large that has been true. It's especially with the set 20 damage immunity Droidcron, you can just wait that out with DTMG. I don't know what he did against my GG up top. Hoping it was DTMG because that was really reliable against set 20, right? With or without the Imperial Trooper Cron that we had last 5 vs 5, it was still really good. So I'm curious, and it was honestly, I didn't have high expectations for it. So delighted that that got a hold. Okay, Lord Vader clones. I think he dunked for 64. Aphra, BT1, 000, Hondo, and Bosk. This one was a special recommendation. To throw in the Bosk. Yes, I don't have my Bounty Hunters team if there is the odd gas or the odd cleanup situation, but I'm really hoping it's not going to get to all. It largely has not been. All right, and then against Baylan, Shin, Marok, and the Mercenary Bros. So he did have to withdraw on the first attempt and cleaned it up for 42 after that. So he pretty much reached out after he did all his work down bottom, went up top, took out those couple of teams, and then said, hey, I think we all know what this is. I'm going to go catch my movie. I'll see you later. And yeah, respect it. Big respect. Thank you for making the time to put in that effort before the stream. And by the time you get to this VOD, I hope you enjoyed the movie. Thank you. All right. Yeah, no, killer defense performance this round. Obviously, we might have been in a good enough position to win this match just off of the General Grievous and Baylan drops. He really hasn't dropped all season on stuff like this. So the slacker thing is just gratuitous. And I'm just delighted. Yeah, I agree, Vin. You know, when I was sitting here thinking about this defense and what kind of curveballs he might throw at me, because I did go the extra mile when I was scouting him to take a look at his inventory here, you know, for week 3. And I expected, so he didn't have any the focus datacron, but you see he's got the Jedi Vanguard Zeres, he's got Gungans, and he has ISC. So I anticipated all of these being on defense. So, we'll see if what I have reserved is sufficient or if I can just eat crow. All right, enough about the defense. Top side for Arsenal, we've got same GG team, you know, GG Stat, B1, B2 Magna with the GG set 21. You've got Maul, Gar, ISC, Canderous, and Watt with the ISC Cron. We'll take a look at that more when it's time to do it. Traya, Nihilus, Scion, Savage, and Nihilus. Wait, Traya, Talon? Whatever, you know what the team is. Alankron, set 21. Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, and Sith Marauder. Thank. Yeah, no, I agree, KY. I always appreciate my opponents you know, being able to clear the bottom front before I go live, and I'm able to discuss the defense in full. You know what? To that point, I think it's fair and sporting of me that, you know, I show you the back. So let's say he got through all this, right? And you're thinking, okay, what if this slacker was otherwise cleanly beaten on the first go? So he'd have 2 drops on my defense otherwise. Is it cheese in the back? Is it cheese? It's not cheese. It's not cheese at all. It's not even a little bit. No? There, you know, it's just after getting through all that, it's like, okay, fine. Do something. I know you're not gonna bother with, I think there's a bunch of things you're not gonna bother trying to do. That. Yeah, TJ. The only thing that I might have reconsidered would be like a TM cron on Ahsoka, because I have seen footage now with my own eyes on my own Discord here this evening of somebody taking out the full team as seen here, and if it doesn't have that turn meter level 6 to boost the non-EEzra sides, ain't nothing stopping them great mothers, man. Yeah, Jay, this was an odd team, and you know, kudos to TJ. I was really mulling over a couple of options, and he threw out Zore as just an odd fill, because I was definitely wanting to rotate Exile Ezra back into Ahsoka for this round, so I was kind of agonizing on the Rey comp. So as soon as I decided I wanted Nest in, then I was haggling about the other 2, and yeah, TJ came with a solid recommendation. Gris says CG issued a fully upgraded FDC to those 7-star Temple Guard Day 1, but a lot of people have said that they haven't received it. Could that be because you can only have one FDC of a character? No, they're already aware of it. I reported this to Meathead, and he responded that they are aware and they're looking into it. It's serious. Yeah, Mob Enforcer scares you. You only need fear it for just this week. Once this Cron is gone, Mob Enforcer is back to being immortal. So, we'll see. But yeah, Arsenal's unlikely to ever see these teams back here. Nevertheless, they were waiting. Alright. So, we did talk about it, right? Yeah, all the way down to all right, bottom front. He's got the Gungans with the Gungans Cron. So let's actually check this out, yeah? Speed up level 3, the Gungan double damage level 6, and then remove turn meter. Is this really one? Gungan level 9s. I'm just curious who your options are. Kind of whatever. This is nuts. This one is nuts. This one is pretty good. Most of the time, that hasn't been terribly ability. This is kind of cool because you have ability block on second special, and that's an AoE. It could potentially hit everybody. But even if it does, it's only 30% turn meter in 3 vs 3, 50% in 5 vs 5. Alright. I feel like the most abusable and hideous thing is the marble. That's gross. You can just permanently run after and mark whoever you want every time he gets a turn. I like that. Yeah, you're welcome, Gris. Yeah. To that point, what if Sana, Cere, and Great Mothers torch that back wall? Well, that's the point, is that if he did go back there and just roasted everything, we'd still be in a good position for 2 drops. But I was willing to bet I would have at least shaved some banners. Even just a few would be good. You're talking about somebody that's been getting like 1830s, 1840s this season against real people. So it's like, All right. So, what's the plan? Yeah, so this one's just going to be Leia, right? It is the Heracron, so no games. I'm not going to attempt Great Mothers. I really would like to, but no, I don't think I will. So yeah. Yes, Heracron of my own. Yeah. Yavin. The most fun team I've seen so far. Gas, Fives, Rex, Echo, and Queen. Beastly on defense. I have seen this. Yeah. I have seen. I've seen. I've not encountered it personally, but I've seen. What does it really block out very well? I guess, well, with Gas being there, couldn't I just ignore the decoy so I couldn't I still bounty hunter that? And since there's one less 501st, it would be even easier to meet the speed check for bounty hunters? Or am I off base on that? Alright. Go. I think I'm generally in the habit of passing this over to R2. All this shit that goes down, right? I think that's the right move. My heart and soul tell me. Might be wrong. Find out. He's gonna do damage. So. Got a basic coming in. Yeah, see? Yeah, I might not be entirely nuts. Just hit him. Appreciate you. Crap. Favorite. Dive. Pretty meaty. I'll tell you what I'm really feeling is this smoke screen that I put out forever ago. You can ability block. I do. What I don't do is take 10 seconds thinking about it. That's focus. Nice. You guys are already in the focus on the weak guy portion of the show. Into it. Down. Keep hitting this guy. Yes, more of that. Kindly. Follow up because of reasons. Yep. I could do the heal up, but Why force Tauntaun to Leia? Why ruin a good thing? See, they want to do the dumb shit. I'm not telling them that. I just work here. All right, on with the show. Bye. Yeah. No regrets. I'll just stay right where you're at. Okay. I don't know if we can stretch out the fight long enough. Get another hold, but no, I'll try. I'm gonna have the thing forever. I have exile, so we won't really be able to score her in anything. Except for that. Just basic again. Trying to get all the way back around. Right? See if I can't stick them. Cat, stop calling me asking for attention. This is not attention time. This is very serious phone game time. Oh, we are actually. What are you gonna do? Abilities take a while for her to cast. Kind of annoying. Cat, if you keep nibbling me, you will be made into a little hat. Little hat. Hear me? Almost there. Stay on target. Close enough. Yep, I will live with that. Hey, Baylan. Yeah, I was gonna get bold with it and do Gungans here. I think I can afford to. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah, I mean. I do have Inquisitorias. So I can... No, not really. Part of the... Right. Okay. Look at this extremely needful kitty. Where is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have a mic added into that camera only scene. But I was saying, this is absolutely the most spoiled cat. Look at this. See? How spoiled. Want to gather up our paws into a little ball and just cuddle with Dad. But this is serious conquest time. All right. Hey, Bussy Pirate. Yo, Big T, it's Bussy. I was wondering if CG have acknowledged all the erodiums clogging up the top 50. Nothing new. I mean, they did forever ago, but no. No update, no solution forthcoming. You just assumed the cute cat was subject to a copyright claim. That's fair. Fair. Go get me DMCA'd. Let's see here. So what do we want? Crit chance, armor penetration. Sorry, crit damage. Mid sides at 20. Turn meter. It's pretty good. Pretty good. This one's kind of insane. But I feel like I stalled out very severely. This one feels like a good answer. Good amount of crit damage and high armor penetration. Little smidge of offense doesn't hurt anybody. I don't think I'll miss the con otherwise. Cat looks neglected. Boy, let me tell you. I know you can't see, but she has a little chair. Hold on, let me see if I can't tilt the camera. Just look, you see that? That is what neglect and abuse looks like. She has her own little throne next to Dad. Okay? Commandeered chair that my daughter outgrew. I'm still muted? Still muted? What the hell? I think that should just be a scene issue. Should only have been muted when I was on just the full camera. Anyway. Okay, mic is good now. Okay. So, let's find out. I'm sure this is going to be fine. Hi. Okay. Okay. Do that. Boy, that was really inconvenient. Not a fan. Bunch of frustration for you. Oh man, and a bajillion turn meter removed for me. She's under stealth. Aw. Gotta trade back to him. Do the dispel. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Would love to get back around. Do the cleanse. But, you know, I dare not be greedy at this point. Just going swimmingly. Hi. You have advantage. I would much rather just basic and make sure you don't have any of the buffs before you act my shit. Like that. Okay. Back on her. Stay on target. So you are blinded. You'll be where I'm going. You're blinded, so that would be an all-in. Do the dispel? Yes. Hi. Goodbye. Alright, you are not blinded, but you're not advantaged. We'll go in with third again. Okay, okay. Kick, man. That'd be cool. It is nuts how many turns you get. The mark failed to apply. Not the best. Basic here. Be all in. This may be as good a time as any. Go for this. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Where are we at with Nas? Doing a dispel or something. Need a little more from you, buddy. That was what I was going for, yes. Okay, stop that. Almost got you. Almost. Wow, we ate that like a man. 2 minutes to kill a lot of people. Less time than... DI is down. AoE is a go. AoE was not a go. AoE was bust. Probably due to the client, if I had to guess. Try it without the block. Fine with healing. Okay. Far so good. Okay. Hey, not good. That's good. That. Yes. Cleanse. Hit him. Really no time to mess around with that. That's full out damage, right? Yeah, I like this very offensive prawn I took. Even then, it's feeling pretty busted in terms of being consistent. I'm not gonna get a... I need something out of you. Come on. Boom. Have something. Come on. Bat. Bat, bat. Go. 20 seconds to kill a big lad. I don't think you got it, honestly. Okay, you're good, Min. Alright, so we time out, but doable. Alright, not so bad, yeah? I wonder what we're gonna do today. Here? Probably Cere. The whole kit and caboodle, too. The houses work. We have to be careful with the kidnap, right? So it could be that Starkiller ends up getting kidnapped. Maybe I have to bring somebody extra thin. Captive is looking for least life total, right? Yeah, 164. Call it 165. $71. Name big. Then if we threw in yeah, you'd be thin enough. So we're okay with her getting kidnapped for this purpose. We don't have Cal to cover us. I'm gonna take this big old armor penetration one. Turn meter. Not exactly fireable. That was buffs on. Not a ton of armor penetration, but it's enough. Yeah, scary defense numbers, if you didn't already notice on his cron here. So, that 22. 288.66% defense and almost 21% protection. Serious cron. It's gonna be a mess because there's also this turn meter thing. How many people does this affect? Just these. I mean, their damage getting reduced is not great for my cause. I'll admit that. We'll find out. Somebody not kidnapped? Yeah, see, that's just... Pick our lumps. Basic? Yeah, that's... Stuffs to hit. Shields. Situation grim. We're almost to something now. You can be critically hit. It'll be worth something. Turned out. You again? Have to just rely on ramping at this point. Yep. Ramping is starting to do things. All. Man, he is a beast. Just beast mode. Given the big hit. For once, that was actually the right call. Okay, now you're about to... Gonna hit back. Hitting back thing is lame, guys. Stop that. Build. What's the... Huh. Then, there's a good stuff. Not at all. I hear that. Save that. This hit's gonna hurt. Boy, did it ever. That dispo would not have been. Go, lumps incoming. Yep. Gotta call down. Special. Here. Not low enough. Die. Go for this. Damn. Almost impossible. Go for this. Because if we can't hit him real good, Coming soon. Yeah, that's our moment right there. Right. We'll take it. The kill in there. All right. What did I have mapped in for you? What do you do? Lost our music. There's the payout for the 2 or mores. Yeah, figured this team would be tough. Fair enough. Fair enough. 2 or mores get it. Alright. No, seriously, what did I have written in Gungans? Alright. Do it. That they're pretty well qualified. I haven't been holding Traya all season, but I expected to be cutting them. All right. Okay. Hey, Jack Best, Jacqueline Best, good to see you. Yeah, that was just so much defense to penetrate. It's true, and I didn't take my very, very highest armor penetration comp, but that's also because it was a turn meter. And as you saw, there was a good bit of time where we really couldn't take Inspired off. So I'm glad. I'm glad we went with buffs, but yeah, just not enough armor penetration up front. Sure. All right, Miasmal, taking off to the bar. Have a good time, man. All right, let's see about this. Should be fine, right? Be good rain. So I don't have the retro. Save that for the next turn. Maybe. Tank is here. Set up. We wish you well, Talon. Sucks. Not a fan. Guess we'll take the frenzy off. That's a couple of hits. Yeah. Gotta do what we gotta do. You're doing a ton of damage. Nihilus is so ready for this. We're getting ready to just drop bombs on you. Bad. Bomb after bomb. Almost there. I believe. Probably the worst thing. On with the show. Alright, so this huge damage buff to the Gungans finally makes you feel like you need a super powerful team like Traya to get through it safely. R.I.P. Talon, you were a real one. Might be a good candidate for a two-piece defense. How do Gungans lose their max health? Never understood that mechanic. Well, the way they're losing it there is through an interaction with Traya that I'm not exactly sure I'm qualified to explain sober, let alone this far into this drink. But that said, they lose max health in general. Not bad. So much defense on that break from. Not looking forward to that. Future. 62. This one was a 4+, actually. That was decent. Like the... Alright, so a whole bunch of stuff needed to clear. If we can get through this bottom wall, we win, right? What would I entrust? JMK could get this. What did I say that I need a JMK for his back there? He's got an Aphra. They're waiting. Not super. I feel like gas is probably just going to be an L. We're going to end up getting completely stunned on by these. Feels increasingly like JMK might be the best solution. Maybe Queen. What about Queen? What about Queen, guys? Queen Amidala? Queen I was going to use against his Jabba, but I think I could try and hazard Night System. That does for me. Nihilus is applying health down. Yeah, but that isn't... I'm sure it's contributing to it, but I don't think that's what's making them have such absolutely minuscule health bars at different parts of the fight. It doesn't help the case, though, sure. But yes, he does have health down. So J&K or Queen, really? I'm thinking that we execute. Right? I think that we're just gonna execute Vanguard. Because I don't need this shit. Yeah? MK Cat. Okay. This is a good one for our purpose, right? High health, high armor penetration especially. Nice to have. Hey, it's Zeppers, man. How you doing, Dr. Zeppers? Good to see you. Welcome to the show, man. Good to see you. What brings you our way? Probably got here just in time to get hit by ads, so I'll probably need to greet you again. I don't want to start the fight while we still have ads running. More. But hey, good to see more folks show. What do we got? What do we got on here? Oh, yeah, all right. Decent crowd on Twitch. Good to see y'all. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. A lot of folks streaming, I'm sure, right now. Good to have you. You have many choices for your Swugger-related content. I appreciate your eyeballs here. All right, ads are done. We're back. But hey, Zeppers, I think you just got hit with the ads as soon as you arrived. Welcome. Good to have you, man. How you doing? Glad you're able to catch a stream. Yeah, we're up against something like this, so we're just having ourselves a good time. There's nothing saying that Vanguard can't be instantly defeated. Think, said, to himself confident. So we'll see. Ooh. I really like me, right? Or holding me. Anytime. We're just gonna smite that tank. Twitch trying to sell you? Yep, I hear you, man. Alright, let's see how this goes. I think it's you. At first, I'm gonna start working on you damage-wise. Fade back. Sure. And what? Go for the stun? Sure. Like a bad move at all. Okay. Build up on you. You can just basic again. You still have instant defeat immunity. See that, right? We're gonna trade back over to here again. Gotta be patient. Arsenal is clever, Prey, and has this guy probably close to zeroed out. Should have likely checked that. Yes. Alright. Once we get rid of Xeris, we're off to the race. If I can get that ability block to roll out. Roll. Not. Throw it less. You do lots of damage now? Yeah, he said, confidently. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Good. Take that again if you would mind. There, stay on target. This is probably going to trigger a... You can't critically strike if I need it. Yeah, you have yourselves. Please. That's what we need. Finish you. Those. And then you come back because you're a prick like that. Mechanics and whatnot. Yikes. Already. Have to saw through this guy quick. Ability block, nice. Keep it. Here's what it is. Go. Go. Need the time. You know what? Do this. All the focus has to be on him. Now. Everything. Everything. Except for the ability. That's stupid. Looking. Okay, I'm sure this will be fine. And it. Fine. Okay, that's good. Fields. Over a minute. just need major damage. Exactly. Just like so. Yeah, like that. Straight back. Work this. Okay, both of you do stuff. Okay, you're already down. That means you die. He said confidently moments before I timed out. Okay. So that was hideous. Can recommend that to everybody. Yeah, him coming back. Yeah, exactly. Him coming back was her Kron. So probably should have had her. Oh, so should have executed her and just pounded my way through him. Good to know. Mechanics. All right, what do you guys like for this? I'd say Wampa. Fine. Probably not that. Insufficient. Another timeout risk team. Well, you know how it is, guys. I mean, we're coming back into a defense stat meta. What else could it be? The timeout. Timeout or blowout, yes. Right call not to use Queen Amidala? Yeah, I think so. Too reliant on that big boom crit, right? Alright, we made it back here where we see fun times. Okay, Inquisitors. Effect. Slacker. With big shit. Let's see if it matters. Why does that keep back? I don't have to. No. All right. Don't think it changes how we play it, so let's find out. Ow. Stop. Please. I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it a lot. You guys took way too many fucking turns. What are you doing? That is sufficiently enough fucking turns, bub. Alright. Not a huge fan of that Kron. Take his offense. During that. Mildly terrifying for a moment. Okay, Bane Sass 60. Motivate. I got a couple on. Whatever I'm doing, I'm not doing Sith Eternal there, I'll tell you that. Right. So what was I doing here? So this is an Aphra prawn. So he would have had normal Aphra to go after my oven. Very least. Out. Well, if we do this with the Sana thing. Alright, let's do the Bam Sana thing. I think that's what I even... Anyway, yeah. Bam Sana Dan. I did IG-11 last time. I'll do Han this time. Han and JML. That means I don't have JML, right? What else? Viva might actually be a problem here. Yes. Oh, yeah. Silly me. I could just do the same Jedi thing I did last time. Against Malgus. So what was that? Bastila, Jedi Cal, JKR, JKL, L Jolie. I think we ended up needing the res, but it was nice. Hey, BZ, good luck with all your GACs. Appreciate the well wish to the community, man. Big Ninja, are you thinking Bane will beat DRey with her focused Datacron, or any thoughts on it? That's my fear, is that it's going to work that way. Yeah. Here's hoping it's not. Close it. Goes there. Oh, it's Dagger. What's going on, man?
I just wanted to hop in and say good luck to Arsenal, and I hope you have a good stream.
You can kiss my ass. And he left. That's our friend Dagger, friend of the stream, as he is well known. All right. ECT is the one I'm told to plug this. Look at that, doubt's already going out. Okay. Ooh, shit. See this? Shit's already fucked up. Your mods are fine, so something else is... That's bad. I don't think we get a bunch. Alright, boys. We can do. Ability block. You're still sufficiently set back, so who's gonna fuck up our day? Nobody that we can really access right now. Save the... This. That's not good. Get back around. Who's gotta go? Oppo? Oppo can't die while Lord Vader lives. No, there's a GL here. We get to camp that. Deliver it. Good. Alright, so that, I guess... Why was that wrong? I guess it's a keeper for that. Yeah. Hit him. Okay, so maybe BKM now without Oppo there? Pretty big up. I have Oppo. Get that 9999 action. Cere better fifth than the Han? Why is that, Blaze? Just for TMR for the sides? I guess with a 25% turn meter crown, I can see the reasoning behind that, but probably not for next 5 vs 5 yet. But fair enough. Another 2 rounds, I can get some. Nice. Yeah, you guys just work him. Quarter 60, 60. Fair, fair. Alright, I gotta open. Second of all, the vendor through YouTube that makes my hats finally got me my sample after months, but I think it's edition 1 of 1 because I don't think they have the ability to continue to make them. Honestly, pretty mid-looking hat. Not exactly everything I'd hoped. Looks, I don't know. Looks okay, but just okay. Not really stylish. Anybody who has like a awesome hat vendor they want to point my way, I'll look into them, unironically. Who goes there? The return of Dagger. What's your problem? Not gonna say anything, you're just gonna lurk in the shadows? Is that you?
Nice hat. When am I gonna get my goddamn hoodie?
Yeah, that's like a different group of that vendor group. Yeah, so you just came in here to complain about a lack of free stuff, huh?
Well, as is true to my heritage.
I'm gonna say all that, but I mean, your word, or words.
No, I just figured I'd hang out since I just got home.
All right, well, I'm gonna try BKM here. We don't have BAM, so it should be fun.
Dude, I watched the tail end of that fight. Man, that BAM fight sucked.
I've got Dash, so I've got Dash modded one faster than BAM. I don't get it.
Did they land speed down, or was there TMR? Was there TMR?
What would be the TMR?
I don't know. I don't know their kits. I'm asking like the chat.
I don't think one had gone off if there is one. But inexplicably, Dash was ahead of BAM, and I don't know why that would be. Because there wasn't a speed down, like, yes.
Yeah. Also, the sides aren't Empire, so I'm not sure how much Cere brings to that fight. Han stunning Apo seems more important, I think, than the, potency, tenacity.
I've heard it was stun DCT, and that's what I did. Fine. In terms of stunning DCT.
Oh, maybe you are supposed. I don't know how the fight works. I just assumed it was Apo since he's the guy I normally kill first. But me being here, you know what that means, right?
What's that?
If you want, after this, I can run mine.
Oh, is that what you'd like to do? We can do that.
I said it's up to you. I said if that's something you and the people would like.
I'll leave it to the people. You want to start a poll, Dagger?
I can, yeah.
Go do that. I will run this in no time. See if we make any money here.
You shouldn't lose this. And by shouldn't, I mean, I will look down on you greatly if you do.
Underestimate my skills.
That is true. No.
You're welcome to not continuously shit on me forever. I'm feeling like we're gonna roll him. Yep. Take that move. So we can go for the dispel here. And probably... what is it gonna be? Probably on DCP, I had to guess. Do we have to just pound through him the old-fashioned way? I think we'll go for that. I don't want to get jammed up. Oh, wow. No, that's not good. That can't be good at all. Who joins us?
Hey, Cass, it's Sasha.
Hey, Sasha. Good to have you, man. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going, buddy? Good war, by the way. GG.
What's that?
Good war, by the way. GG.
Oh, yeah. That was a ton of fun. That was very close. Boy, if you guys didn't have TJ, but it was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun coming down the last.
TJ will never forget getting to be the conquering hero.
It was well deserved, man. Cleared it out. Hey, I was listening and figured I'd drop in and just clarify. You know, the reason that BAM Sana JML thing didn't work is because of the Aphra, right? So you had doubt lands very quickly on Sana, and so she doesn't gain turn meter. So you're not ramping offense. So you have like,
but that doesn't explain the turn order change, right?
No, but I mean, if you'd have had, you would have lost in the same way with one side dead.
Okay. This is our chance.
No.
This is our chance. Got him. I will take this card. Save her. Yes. Live forever, I command it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where the TMR happened, because if he's clocked right, like, basically what would have to happen then is...
A speed down would have had to.
Or did
a bonus turn?
Well, no, what I was going to say is did somehow BAM get the doubt, so that way when the Sana proc happened, Dash got the turn meter and not BAM?
So. Maybe? I don't think so.
I'm just trying to, like, spitball reason apparently our Empire, and I'm just dumb.
No problem.
So, alright, that's on me.
So, that's it, because when it hits those doubt thresholds, it doesn't inflict it on the entire team, and it inflicts it on a random enemy that doesn't have it. So you're right, like, somebody got doubt, then another character didn't have it yet, continued to generate turn meter, surpassed them. So it can screw with your turn meter, it screws with Sana's ramping. It is a bit of a Sana do not pass sign.
Fair. Sharing.
This is a cool board that Arsenal set, actually. It would have been a lot of fun if it wasn't for Slicker's mischief.
Yeah, Slacker was forbidding.
Oh, what'd you fail with?
No. My Slacker was forbidding.
Oh. No, I'm just getting home. I just drove back to the cities from Chicago today. So.
I got you. PKM, Paz, Grogu, Armor, BK, 40. Not bad. No, if you didn't see how my defense performed, let me show you, Dagger.
I just rewatched your fight.
Yeah.
And BAM got doubt before Dash did, it looks like, because I'm looking at the TM bars. And something happened where BAM was ahead of him in turn meter, and then Dash jumped him. So I think the doubt got applied to BAM before it got applied to Dash.
Okay, that must have been what it was. Must have been.
Because Sana got doubt immediately.
I mean, so what we're talking about is BAM was ineligible to receive a turn meter gain from his own lead that Dash was able to get. That's what we're saying.
I believe
that would make
so.
sense.
Somebody who knows the kits better can rewatch it.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. That checks out.
Ninja Sniper points out that CX2 does put speed down. I haven't.
Yeah,
You
but I
watched
don't
it,
think
or-
that got out. I don't think that had gotten
Okay.
out by then. All right.
It could also be something along the lines of that dash resisted a dot,
Yeah.
which means that he would gain turn meter, and if Bam did not resist the dot, he wouldn't gain turn meter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, there's a few different things that could happen there, but yeah, that doubt definitely seems relatively prohibitive.
Yeah.
I know it stopped to like the Mon Mothma Luthen shenanigans for sure.
We're back from ads, so yeah, I got a couple people in the chat asking to confirm. By the way, yeah, hey, wannabe Jedi gamer, good evening. And yeah, what happened on the front wall is Big Ninja. So up top here, he took out these two teams on the bottom. That's Bad Batch with original Wrecker and Hunter in there. Then saw Luthen, Kyle, Cheered Bays. He took out expeditiously. Malgus he hasn't touched yet, but he did have to back out once on GG, but that's not really where the action is. The action's down here. We had a 2-shot Baylan, 1-shot Aphra and Lord Vader, and then just 8 dirt on Slacker with the new Slacker.
Look at you, Mr. Whaley McWhalerson.
With the new Dark
Man,
Ray.
I'm
That's right. That's $40 US well spent for both of those $20 packs that allows you to basically max out one focus state of crop. I think we can all agree, money well spent.
And then I also saw that there was some kind of error with the focused cron from the new marquee too, where they got it like unleveled up or something.
Oh, it's a double whammy. So they came out unleveled up, and then, like, God bless them, like when people wail on something and there's a mess up, they move at light speed. So they're like, yeah, okay, we've got it fixed. And there was an update that was issued today, and that update was supposed to give us the full Datacron. Failure. It was, again, just full of sadness. So,
oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. At the same time, I'll say, like, Jedi Temple Guardian, Temple Guardian or whatever. And if you go back and watch Dagger, the battle that Tass had on Arsenals, like Arsenals was a friggin' beast, wasn't it, Tass?
Monstrous.
Yeah, I will say, like, I was surprised. Mine's R9 right now, but I was surprised by his stats when you go look at like his raw stats compared to others. I think I mentioned this on one of the plotting and scheming.
Look at this. He went full health with a CA arrow.
Yeah. Well, no. What I'm saying is, it's crazy how the stats continue. Like, this is like just like the new Bad Batch, like one of the first ones that just have like huge stat increases.
Yeah.
So like all these new characters, like we're in a new world order of stats. Like these guys are going to be monsters.
There's definitely a stat creep that's happening.
Yeah, so when I know when I looked at his stats, I was like, whoa, I have boo-boo mods on him right now because he's filler for me until I actually remod him. But yeah, just his raw stats are ridiculous, man. His arm, like, his base armor resistance, health and prot. I'm just like, oh wow, this. Andy actually has like decent multipliers and like reasonable like offense numbers, so it's like, oh good.
Fair.
Oh, good. Nameless guy's going to hit people relatively hard if you want him to. Also, I love this fight.
Yeah,
I
did it a couple times here recently. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, this definitely feels like 2022. 2023.
It does, yeah.
Man, I remember there was a time when you and TJ tried to convince me that JKR lead was the way to go. And I'm just saying, I
think
not
I said
being
that
petty
for
at all.
3v3, maybe.
And I'm not being petty at all when I say that it feels really good to see you using Bastila. How'd you end up doing, Sasha? Have you gone yet?
I had an Erodium, so that our bracket has 2 Erodiums. I got one of those, so it's too bad because I had time to attack today.
Yeah. Somehow you found time to it. Somehow there's time to attack and you fight an Erodium. Yeah.
Yeah. If we could schedule them, maybe it'd be better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Big Ninja makes a great point. Even if we had the make good on the new Focus Datacron, it was coming after lock, and we lose the entire benefit of having it this week.
Yeah, that's so brutal.
Fair.
Oh, that's gross.
But I guess Big Ninja, the one thing we can take from that is that, at least from Tass's battle, is we were going to lose anyway if we face somebody that has the Drake run.
Does look pretty severe. Come on, die. There we go. That's the
Also
way we're looking.
worth mentioning that his AoE stun still reduces their max health and protection.
I used it early. I didn't want to do it right there because you saw that was my kill. So that was the
no,
time.
no. I know. I was... See, I made a joke about not knowing kits earlier. I know this kit.
That's fair.
I know JKL's kit.
And we're also very proud.
Shut the fuck up.
I want you to know. Ha! Ha! Eat shit. Yeah. See, that's a good time to do it.
Especially now that Dr. Revan's dead and you can stun them.
Mm-hmm. Bye. Fucking bye.
Man, I obviously we can't do any spoilers or talk much about it, Sasha. But I really enjoyed the actual fights this war. Very clever board. Really interesting. Really interesting decisions and data crowns and stuff. Lots of interesting fights I got to do. I had a lot of fun.
That's great. I'm far enough removed from our war room. It's a war room I have tremendous respect for. Those guys are phenomenal, and they're all friends. But I'm not involved in the planning, so I wasn't all that close. But they do tend to come up with creative stuff, I mean on both sides. Like the top level GAC stuff is a ton of fun. That's obviously where we've all got passion for that, which is why we're here. But those really the high-end war rooms, because of the collaborative nature, the creativity, and even with the smaller boards, frustrating and monotonous as it gets, it just leads to people coming up with these extreme super team compositions. Just, I'm impressed with it.
Fair.
Yes, TJ, we've been talking about how you single-handedly won the biggest war ever. He went 183 for 183 in attacks in that territory war, at least. I think that's what TJ mentioned. Something like that.
Unlike TJ, I didn't drop a fight.
That's right. All hail TJ.
And he won't come up here and defend himself because he's a coward.
Guess it would be that.
How excited are you for the NBA finals that start, I think, tomorrow?
Like you, I follow super close. I'm hoping it'll be competitive. I think they're two teams with play styles that I find super entertaining. But there's enough overlap with it just feeling like OKC has such an advantage, and particularly their perimeter defense is just insane, that I'm hoping it's not overwhelming for Indiana. I hope it's competitive, and I think it'll be fun to watch. And not having a major market in it, I think, is a cool thing. But hopefully the ratings are okay for it. How about you, Dagger? Are you psyched or are you lamenting the Wolves?
Well, it's less about the Wolves and more just I feel the same way about Brunson and Harden a few years ago and Trae Young when he would jump backwards into people. I don't find SGA's type of play entertaining. That being said, I think Indiana's just a marginally worse, maybe not marginally, but they're trying to do the same thing OKC is, right? They have Nembhard on the perimeter. They have Siakam as their second star. They have Miles Turner, who's a very close Hardenstein. They're just very similar teams, except every single position on Oklahoma City's better, and they have more depth.
I'll tell you what, I wanted to run and fuel up my drink anyways, and the chat's engaging with you actually about the basketball talk, so y'all can fucking have it.
We'll stay for like 2 minutes.
While I go get myself a fresh drink. By the way, what was the result of that poll, Dagger?
Actually, I can't see it.
A lot of good you are.
I made it, but I can't see the result of it. It disappeared.
View results. I think I found it. Yeah, buddy was 7. So 100% was for it. All right, then I gotta hustle up and make through because we got a lot of work yet to do. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right, I'll leave you, dear audience, in the tender care of Dagger and Sashaisha. See you momentarily.
Big Ninja. Pacers have been the underdog this whole playoffs. We aren't scared. Pacers in 6. I sure hope so, because man,
I would love it.
Yeah. I would love that. Not because I hate Oklahoma City, but because I like the idea of Oklahoma City getting some amount of comeuppance, because they're one of those franchises since they moved from Seattle, where they had like a couple year stretch where they weren't all that great, but they had Harden, Westbrook, and Durant and went to a finals, and now they have a new just like super team from trading away Paul George. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying I think it's good when the teams that get lucky don't always win. It's like one of those things where like I don't want Dallas or San Antonio to win either, right? Like I don't want Kyrie and AD got hurt and they just got to draft Cooper Flag, so it's like I don't want you to actually win.
Yeah,
right?
I will. OKC, the job Sam Presti's done as their GM, I have a hard time attributing much of it to luck. That dude is just has assembled a juggernaut. That's the most assets I've ever seen assembled in a franchise, like future first, like tremendous young talent. They've like Nikola Topic, who's a lottery pick this year, towards ACL, missed the whole season, just sat on and had basically a redshirt year and is coming back next year. And he would have been a top 5-6 pick this year. Plus, they've got 2 first rounders this year. They're so stacked, and I have a ton of respect for them. It'll be fun to watch.
Oh yeah, the other annoyance I have is watching Oklahoma City all playoffs. They do get a slightly different whistle than other teams because players like Alex Caruso and Lou Dort are definitely allowed, and Isaiah Joe. I feel like they're allowed to just be slightly more physical than other teams' perimeter defenders. And I'm not sure why the referees let them be slightly more physical.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something that I've noticed where they get again, I don't have a good answer, but yeah, I worry for Tyrese Halliburton because one of my buddies put it great. He said that the wing defenders is basically like, it's war crimes. It's a war crime how many bodies they can throw at wings. Right? It's you see Lou Dort really checking out and you're like, oh, thank God Dort's coming out. And then you see Alex Caruso checking and you're like, oh, fuck me.
Hassan Wallace is probably the best all around player out of all those. He's phenomenal. Yeah. Like they're so stacked.
And Isaiah Joe is getting like his like position kind of phased out a little bit, and he was like the consensus best player. I mean, not consensus, but he was like one of the best of them at the beginning of the year, and he's just kind of like slowly lost minutes.
Were you doing your GAC this week, Dagger? I know you got stuff going on.
I did join. I had to drive back from Chicago today. Man, so I have a. Yeah, I don't know. I am playing in the sense that I'm going to play my GAC tonight because I don't really.
You'll do it tonight. Okay.
Yeah, all the kids are gone, so I'm just here alone. So. Yeah, it's stuff to take care of.
Well, hopefully you can go after tasks on the stream because Lord knows we do need more good GAC content. It's really too bad on this one that Arsenal had the brutal hard stop with DRey Cron there, because I think he set a really good board. Tass is a good board. I have no idea what he's gotten back to him, but this was going to be a hell of a match. It's just poor Arsenal had to go first and got a hard stop immediately.
Arsenal getting punished for being like an A+ dude. I'm not going to say punished, but yeah, he cleared the front. Well, he tries to clear the front wall for streamers, and good on him. Yeah, tries to be a man of honor, and then impaling himself on that SLK gave Tass a lot of information / leeway.
I will say, having played streamers many times in GAC, like there is some relative disadvantage that comes with having to clear the bottom front first. But as I look at it, like, and just having sort of seen Pass's experience, Fatal's experience, and everybody, it is so much harder and so many more negatives on the having to stream side that, like, I'm totally fine. Like, hey, yeah, I'll have to go first. You can tell what it is. Maybe I hard fail. Maybe it's all over. Whatever. But having to do the full streamer side, where one, you're just showing so much, you're having to do stuff on the fly. Ton of respect for streamers.
Yeah.
Somebody say streamers.
We're not.
Oh yeah, but not you, Tess. The ones we respect.
Oh, all right. Well, we're up on.
Oh, he did, Gavin.
Night
Okay,
Sisters
thank you
for this one.
Oh, Gavin said that Tess has 3 GLs in the back. He showed it before. Ahsoka, Rey, and
I did. If you didn't see
realize that.
earlier, yes. Since he all but conceded that he's not going to be able to get through, I did have Jabba, Rey, and Ahsoka Ezra back there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I haven't changed my defense since round 1, week 1. So this is going to be an interesting GAC for me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't even think I joined. Like, I joined and then didn't even. I'm not even joined with the new character unlocked because I hit the join button and then unlocked the new character after GAC had already. The join had expired.
Mm-hmm.
But you did take Temple Guardian to R9. You said, right? On your roster, anybody below that just has got to feel totally awesome.
I actually pulled a 330 on it.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
Were you 295 shards in?
No. I only ended up with 80 something shards in shard drop currency. I did the 12 pull, and one of them was.
Boy, here we go.
That's right. All right, Dash.
Yeah, this account is
keep
black.
talking freely. I'm just saying. Here we're.
But one thing. Let's see what happens here. But Gavin Stuntable had mentioned that having Watt in there does kill the Mandalorian uniques. But
yeah,
even without those, this thing's looking a little unpleasant.
Oh man, I remember back in the day, you used to do like Shock Bad Batch here. Remember those days when like Shock Bad Batch was like your Swiss Army knife? I don't know what beats this. I'll bet you Shock Bad Batch does.
Fair.
Yeah, that's also true, Sasha. Yeah.
That's right, Tiger. That's right.
Yeah. I think I got an 80 pull for every one of the clones.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a blessed account when it comes to that.
Yeah, I don't all that much. I occasionally get surprised with the 5, but otherwise it's like 7.
Yeah.
Been a long time since I had a 330. I want to say my last one to this day. Nihilus?
I've gotten 3. One was Nest.
I had Dark Talent. That was it.
Yeah. Nest was my first one. I wanted to take. I forget why, but like something about at that time I wanted to take Nest up to a star level for like something about the star level was relevant at the time, so I bought a couple packs of the RNG packs to get her up a star. And then the second one I got was Boss Nast, and I screenshot it and sent it to Tass.
I remember that one, and you can kiss my ass for that.
I came with the caption of I took your 330, go fuck yourself, something like that. Because Boss Nast is like that's his favorite character.
He was a good friend.
Yes. And then this was the third one I've gotten.
All right, there's our 64. I'll take that.
That's a bargain trade, Tess. That was a nice one.
I remember that being something against Maul Mandalorians in the past. So, all right, we've got Sith Eternal for that, so I'm not too worried about our ability to deal with it.
Yeah, I'll figure out a veiled way to say this. The account that has been in my control has not always been lucky. I'm happy that this one is. How do I say that? My alt. my alt was never this lucky. Never this lucky. I remember screenshotting it and sending some of those to Tass where I pulled a 12-pack and I sent him and it was 10 5s. Just 10 5s, a 7, and a 10. I'm just like, fuck this. So, I think some accounts just have better RNG than others. I have no evidence to support that theory, but.
So you're taking in Great Mothers?
Yes.
Okay.
Is the alternative like Reva Mirror? Dabod Fennec?
Having lost with Reva, I believe, a couple seasons ago to your Great Mothers, I have reason to believe this can work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I remember it not being an easy fight, even when it's doable, and I was willing to bet that I could make it work. But you're thinking, what do you need to endure? I'm thinking some protection is important. Dark side, I still want some damage with it. Brings us to something like this. I can live with that.
Yeah. Also, Big Ninja, it doesn't help that EA owns patents on that.
Who do we doom? Do we just doom? What's his name? Oh, we can't doom anybody else. So
you don't have a choice with the dark side leader. Yeah.
Still go after Spirit though. I'd say.
Raiding with a party of 13.
Oh shoot! Who just raided?
Avant Docs.
Hey Avant, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I think we're gonna put this on Spirit. Torture. Yeah. Torture means I don't want it. Now, I, for one, am sure this is going to be fun, and that I will not have cause to regret it. I remain confident in that position. Far so good. Got him, lads.
This is bad.
All right. That one was, maybe. I think I can hazard it with Inquisitorious Mirror.
You'll at worst break it apart and clean it up.
I mean, I'll live. I'll make it.
No, I'm saying even if you get bad RNG and you end up losing the mirror, I'm saying that the worst, you're still going to take 2 or 3 of them with you, and then it's an easy Rogue One cleanup. If you didn't use AdRad with something else. I don't know if you're still doing that TJ abomination.
We speak not of such things. This is all in the past. How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you? All right.
So we spent AdRad with Leia.
He who GI's first, GI's best. Maybe. He said moments before death. Good. I liked that a lot.
When you did the AoE, you death marked him, so I was gonna say you want to leave with torture.
Wow. Dagger coming in with the hindsight.
Well, I was in the middle of something else. It's not my fault you don't know kits.
That's right. Shut the fuck up and let me suffer.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
I almost would have. I don't know if this would have been better or not, but it would have been interesting to try GI lead to ignore taunt.
Really hate how you're doing this. Yeah, I stopped doing it better.
Man, can you imagine having, can you imagine just straight up getting cold cocked by the mirror? You're literally worse than the AI and you went first?
It does seem pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You didn't even kill anybody. Man, you really should have.
True. All right. Hey.
You got somebody. All right. This is actually probably really cleanable now with the icon.
Right. That's what makes it genius. You see. Oh yeah, love that dodge.
He did take one with me, but I also didn't. To be fair, Big Ninja, I also thought the TAS understood the kit well enough to lead with torture and not deathmark his GI. But here we are.
Maybe. I mean, we're still gonna get problems. Either way.
I mean, but the moment you did the AOE, you deathmarked your GI, and you knew, and then he immediately died. Yeah, like.
Sidious work versus this now? Because there's no torture?
Might as well try.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly, Big Ninja. You can count on him to make a mistake or two every yak.
That's right.
Usually his mods and datacrons make up for those mistakes.
That's right. That was the idea. It was real bad. It was real bad. Stop it. I really would like to insist that nothing good enough. Okay. And deathmark's not a problem, is it?
No, not at all.
I mean, not from the Inquisitor side of the battle,
yeah.
But
yeah,
for Sidious, for sure. If GI were still standing, this match would be very interesting. Although this is back wall still. We're not at top wall, are we? This is back wall?
This is back,
yeah.
Oh, okay. This would have been a tremendous bloodshed. It's just it's too bad. I'll be curious to see this week what the DRey cron is actually vulnerable to versus what it clearly.
I'm really annoyed. I'm really annoyed because me just reading Discord, I'm reading some of the things. Like, I'm just reading like these SLK holds. I'm just like, man, this is gonna be brutal.
Yeah, the SLK is pretty raunchy, dude. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm just reading some chats. I'm just like, man, this is just not getting better. This is Arsenal is not having a unique experience.
Yeah,
I believe that. All right, who all has Dispel? You have a Dispel that I can't use. You have a Dispel that won't happen because Padme's not here. As long as I think you don't have a cleanse I have to worry about. Grandmaster doesn't have a cleanse. Who else?
They all have a cleanse. Whenever anybody
he does,
dies,
and I'm not going to use it. He does, but it's conditional.
Whenever somebody dies, they dispel all debuffs, right?
Or one of them dies, but then by then that's like too late.
That's fair. I was just mostly pointing out that they all technically have one.
Fair. I'm not mad at you. Nevertheless, I'm not trying to take all year at it. Trying to get through this so we can get to yours.
Well, you sure are taking like a whole 2 minutes to pick your team, and you just need the top 3.
No fun.
You're like, we should move quickly as you spend multiple minutes choosing the last 2 Jedi that don't matter.
Is my response to that. Cordially. Cordially.
Cordially?
Cordially.
Cordially?
It's cordially, but...
Hey, at least they're...
do that.
You just basic?
Yep. Yep. For once, I don't think I actually want to block them killing him. You're already you dispelling gets you death mark. Okay. You guys get everything death? Yes. Okay, it was genius. There it is. And that's how you can 3-shot Ariva. You learn that here. 4-shot Ariva. 4-shot Ariva here on Tassinix Gaming.
Right.
Don't say
you didn't get that right.
Don't say you didn't learn nothing. Right?
Sometimes smart playing is just about resource trading, and if somebody lets you trade their Reva for your Reva, your Great Mothers, and Qui-Gon Jinn and 30 banners, you do it.
That's math, if I've ever heard it.
That's right. Wannabe Jedi Gamer is right. Yeah, the Reva death mark comes from dispelling on others.
Oh. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense.
Dispelling allies. Yeah, yeah. Sure. Yeah, this is...
I believe Arsenal already conceded Big Ninja, so I don't know if it matters if he fails here.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. Plus, I think it's pretty...
All right. C solo, no Datacron.
Much too late. You are far too late.
Oh, I wasn't even watching you on Discord. I didn't.
Bigger bump.
That's fair.
Your Traya against Arsenal's Gungans was interesting to see too, because his Gungans are pretty jacked.
Yeah,
and I was curious to see. Yeah, I mean, it was Talent that disappeared, like right out of the gate,
like pretty much instantaneously, and then we won the fight from there. But it was like, neat. Probably just could have left her on the bench for all the good she did, but appreciate you being here.
It's the depth mark that is really like the one risk you have, I guess, because you end up with like Nihilus getting like over 1 million health. He's got all these debuffs flying around.
Can't believe it.
Oh boy.
Still.
Yeah. That can't happen soon enough.
Amen to that. Yep, all this part hurts. Everything hurts. You know, wow. Didn't expect the Talon to get deleted. This is one of the only ways you can lose this fight is you need to keep hitting Scion and the delete. All right. Somehow that felt appropriate to bring everything I brought there. All right, we made it through 100 banners dropped. It's fun times. So what was the first thing I did? That was Great Mothers. That failed against the Reva. Then we sent in what after that?
You sent in Great Mothers, then Reva itself for
yeah.
Mirror, and then you brought in Qui-Gon Jinn.
1 plus, I want to say 0 plus 31, something like that. Who goes there? Who joins us?
The other guy.
Oh, hey.
The other
Yeah.
dude.
All we need now is Fatal to join, and it's almost a podcast.
That's it. Well, I did it, dude. Sasha's in here. Dagger's cool or whatever, but he's always too busy for everybody else now.
Dig that.
He takes the P out of the NS because he doesn't want to come do it anymore.
Look, man. I didn't want to subject you to me driving with my partner. That sounds like a miserable experience for you guys.
As says you, who you don't know. You don't get to judge me. You don't know me.
Yeah, I just
Right.
don't think that the PNS needed to be leveled up by her, like, making snarky comments from the passengers.
I would love to hear that. Her making and you having to take it. That's good shit, dude. I don't know about everybody else.
Let's be clear, I'm never taking.
Hey.
Oh, you're
1K
baby
biddies from
spoon.
Hills. Good to see you, man.
You are absolutely baby spoon. You shut your mouth.
Only for you, TJ. Only for you.
That's right, baby. That's right. And Sasha, because when Sasha speaks, everybody jumps.
Thus.
That's true. That's true.
It's only sus if you take it. As Dagger says, he doesn't take it, so he doesn't have to be sus. Except for me.
Yeah. Oh, come on,
I was just listening to your comment about you saying that everything you brought, you felt you needed.
Cash just has that Ohio Riz. You have to forgive him.
I have a what now? What did you just say to me? What did you just call? What did you just call my mom?
So Tash, you feel like you brought just enough? It was adequate for what you brought?
For the most part, yeah, man. That Cere thing went tits up on the Rey with a practically 300% defense. By the way, it was 288% defense from.
Is it safe to say that also feels like it's going to be low?
It was a tough time.
No, I'm saying that's going to be low for what we expect.
Pills, again with another 1K biddy. So what I'm hearing is that Dagger Mage is the prime and TJ is the cuck. That doesn't sound right. I mean, I'm going to leave you to defend that. You two work that out between yourselves. I just work here. Damn.
Right, you do work to take it. You are the middle of the P because we live in the Tasha stream. So technically,
look, he gave you 1,000 bits. I ain't going to defend shit.
Right. Well, technically, he gave 2,000 bits.
Well, that insult alone was 10,000 was 1,000 bits. So, like, far be it for me to tell someone who's willing to throw 1,000 bits to insult me that they're wrong, especially on tax.
Except give another 1,000 bits to say why you're right.
Stop.
See, I can.
Yeah, I'm not going to give it.
I'm talking to you. Good. Look, I'm glad you know that I'm not talking to you because I'm yelling at you shit.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, I'm not going to give Bezos any of my money. He already has enough.
Fair.
Otherwise,
yeah,
I would. Otherwise, I would. No, I'm saying otherwise I'd probably.
No, that's fine. So you're gonna do your one next now, and then Sasha will do his third, and then I'm already done with mine, so it's not really gonna matter.
Oh, did you already lose?
Lost-ish.
Oh, okay.
I just want to come on the stream.
I already finished my gag.
I just want to come on the stream and talk about a task told me to take something and it didn't work. So I just wanted to call him out.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Turn about his fair play. Like, I listened to Task.
Let me ask you, was it to the level that I was cutting you off mid-sentence saying, TJ, I'm telling you, it's going to work?
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Same level?
Like exactly that. Like, anybody who was there, they heard, like, Task was, like, pressuring, like, super alpha-ish. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think this should
and it's
be
like...
enough.
It was nothing, Sasha. It was anything I would have taken anyway, man. It was doing the Mando Bros versus the gas, and it just got unlucky. Nothing, anything else.
Was it a potency check issue?
It was not, sir. It was not. You know, it was. What was it, Task? Echo got unlucky or whatever, and then that set it up for.
For what?
It was not a potency. It was not a potency check, but it was the unlucky of the character who got left alive. So it wasn't anything like that.
I tipped my hat to your game pills. I misunderstood. Dagger, I called you the prime. That wasn't an insult to you. TJ is the cuck. He's a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, when we meet me, we know I'm the bitch, so it's fine.
Hey, look, you're married. It's very clear.
Dude,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Going on a quarter century, so you're right.
Yeah.
It was a long time in. I am absolutely baby spoon.
It sounds like a life sentence.
When I was 20, I couldn't even drink legally, and now we're here. We've literally, and I've got a going on 21-year-old. What does that tell you?
Life. I'm serving 25 to life. My 25 is almost up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if I get.
Now we go for the. I know Phil knows. That's what I said. All the OGs in the game will know what's up.
Yeah. No, kudos, man. Kudos. I made it 10 years. But kudos to you, man.
Yeah, but you made it multiples for a long time for each. So
man,
like
Pills, you're just coming in and just raining down the love. Thanks, man. Another 1K biddies. Passionate is an alpha, and TJ is a cuck. What happened to this game since I left? It's gone tits up.
That's true. It's going tits up.
Yeah, game is the game. What happens though is they give you free data
Realist
fronts that
line
don't
of
actually
the
work.
evening. The game is the game.
Man, TJ, in his long history of very specific and unambiguous statements.
I wasn't even fucking with
yeah.
there. Unironically, that's a life lesson right there. The game is the game.
That's like a meta. Yeah, that's like. By the way, everybody just thought about the game. Congratulations, you lost, and you were also born in the 90s.
Yeah, I would also say, and that's right. Pulse, you have met my wife, so you do understand, and she'll gut check the fuck out of you. Let that be to anybody. As Dagger knows, Dagger will know this and confirm it. A 5-foot woman is nobody to fuck with when she's got a fucking great right hook.
Dude, they think they're 6'5", 260.
That's what I said, dude. And her dad is a boxer. It taught her one of the best gut checks I've ever seen. I don't give a shit who you are. Everybody crumbles. So yes, I'm cool with it.
There's such a thing as a wrong amount of gut check. Yes.
Her shit is fucking the stuff of legends. That's what I said. And that's why Dagger understands, because him and I have talked, and I believe both sides of the women are the same size, so are the same height. E.g., they will fuck you up.
Dude, one of these days, I don't know if you ever did that trend when it was popular, but my girlfriend did the whole like put the phone at my height to see what she looks like to me.
She did that. She saw that Facebook post and she did do that.
Yeah.
Is that what I look like? It's like,
like I want uppies.
yeah. She did the one. She saw the one on Facebook.
Now I know why you laugh at me.
yeah. She said she put the phone above her and then put it down. Is that what I look like? It's like, yep.
Dude, my girlfriend like taped her phone to the wall at my height. She measured and everything, and then she like started like doing like the thing she does, like she's just like, oh my god. And now I know why I smile when I get angry.
My wife is 5 foot also. Then I feel for you, Trav. Then watch your back and watch, sleep with one eye open. Those little ones, those motherfuckers is dangerous.
She was so angry. She's like, you smile when I get mad, and now I know why, and that makes me angry.
Dude, I patted my wife on the head before I got my ass whooped. Like she absolutely gut checking.
My god!
You know me, dude. You know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. So I'm not 6'3", but it don't matter, Trav. It's just amazing to watch, dude. It's like you pat him on the head like you're a good little one, and then you get hit for it, and that's like, what did I do?
Oh man, I made sure that the bar was fixed firmly about her height off the ground, because I showed up for our first date with a car seat in the passenger seat.
Dude, that's awesome. That's how you know you're a keeper. I'm just glad that was you didn't die.
Yeah, no, she looked at it and she just stood there. Like, I'm not getting in there. She take that off. I'm like, all right. Yeah, I'm just saying, I firmly affixed the bar roughly her height above the ground. Because she's short.
She's scared when I pick her up with the perspective. Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Dude,
go watch the Facebook post and do everything like that, and have her go do all the tasks, and have the camera, and then have her record and then show her. If that's not gonna set them off, I don't know what will.
I'm only 5'8", but yeah, it's funny because ever since I moved in, things are she now uses the top cupboards.
Now she does.
Yeah, because I can reach them if she can't reach them. So she puts non-essential things up there and then calls me for help when she needs them. Yeah. Oh man, and then you have like my oldest daughter tell my girlfriend that she can't legally sit in the front seat because in Minnesota you have to be 5'4" to sit in the front seat.
Dude, that's fucking. Go read Phil's statement, and that is 100% the truth. Go read Phil's statement. It was like,
I dated a 4'11" woman in college for a few months, and she was the most violent person in bed. She acted like she was Vladimir Klitschko, and I'm 6 feet.
I'm telling you, they lock you up. The little ones.
You up.
Oh yeah, like yeah.
Keep you on.
That's a shit. Fuck yeah.
Look, I have been threatened in 2.5 years. I've been threatened so much by this woman that none of her threats matter anymore. If she was going to do it, she was going to do it already. So nothing she threatens me with is going to happen. And,
I don't know. My midsection stays strong.
Wake up, so it won't matter.
Yeah, seriously, my midsection stays strong. I'm constantly flexed, so just in case, because I know I'm going to do something where I'm going to get a gut check. With that, you learn how to you learn. So when she walks around, you learn how to tighten your shit just in case she's gonna catch you with the hot one. Because we all know me. We know I'm doing something stupid that's gonna cause that to happen. It's definitely self-inflicted. Don't
Dude,
get me wrong.
I sometimes felt like I was back in middle school. Like
Right, well-
I forget what it was, but there was one time I was just like walking through the house, and like I was like looking at my phone, and like I kind of like when I walked past her, I just brushed her a little bit. She's like, "You couldn't look down." I'm like, "I don't have to look down to." And I was like, "Are you saying I have to look down to see you?" And she just catches me with like a sack tap, and I was like, "Oh." Just she thinks that me brushing against her is me trying to call her short. I'm just like, "Oh my god."
All right.
I don't have to call you the facts. Do your thing, Tess.
Let
I know
me
what you're
cut
trying
you
to do,
guys
buddy.
off here so I can wrap my stuff up and we can get started with Dagger. All right. So I covered my defenses in as far as Arsenal attacked at the start of the stream. So go back to the beginning to see that. As far as attacks go, against this Gungans team with the brand new set 22 Gungans Kron, double damage, level 6, Phalanx, level 9, went in with Traya, lost Talon pitifully, almost immediately, got it done otherwise, 62 banners. I heard that. Hey, another 1K biddies from Pills, appreciate you, man. What I'm hearing is that Dagger Mage capitulates to pegging. Again, I'll let Dagger answer for that, in the chat, hopefully. While I'm rattling through. All right, against this Rey, Swolo, GK, Xeris, and the new Jedi, the Temple Vanguard, right? Temple Guard, right? This guy, yeah. So pay attention to mechanics because Xeris level 9 revived him and I smited him, so I could have just smited her and bullied through him and saved myself some amount of hassle. So reading is, as usual, fundamental. Cere Malicos Starkiller was not up to the task. It was not getting done. We managed to take, I want to say, GK with us. Went back in with JMK, with Mace as the tank. Managed to clean it up. Gotta write that. JMK, Cat, Mace, Padme for, I assume, in the end, something like 44. Pretty good. Against Baylan, Shin, Marok, Mercenary Hunter, Mercenary Wrecker, went in with Gungans and killed everybody but Wrecker. Just timed out. Nowhere near enough time, really. I probably needed another minute solid to cut through a full everything Wrecker. And then we went back in and cleaned him up with Wampa. Or whatever that is. To me. 2 or 43? Something like that? Maybe something like that. Alright. And then against Ahsoka, Exile Ezra, General Syndulla, Padawan Sabine, and Huyang, Leia, Drogon, R2, Jin, and Radis. 62 banners. Alright, in the back. Set Slacker team, Hux, Rey, Red, and Faust with the Zalbar Kron. So high defense, and of course high health. So maybe, defense on there meant to mimic some of the effect of the new set 22 Kron. Not sure. But we went in with Bane Sass anyway, and it was a 64. And that is my biggest concern about the new DRey Kron, is that ultimately it won't matter to Bane? Not sure. But I'm pretty sure Arsenal would have tried that in all of his attacks on my Slacker. We'll take a look at it again before we close out my segment. But anyway, against his Lord Vader, Oppo, CX2, DCT, and Scorch, went in with Bam, Sana, Dash, Han, JML, and see here with the Aphra Kron, the doubt on here kind of jammed up the Bam thing. So we managed to take out Oppo, which was crucial because it made it much more likely that we were going to succeed on the next attempt with BKM, Paz, Grogu, Armor, and Bo-Katan Kryze. That was 40 banners, total of 41. And against Reva. So, we tried some stuff. First thing, we went in with full Great Mothers. Yes, I know that you can usually counter Great Mothers with Reva, but I didn't have to use them. I truly do not think Arsenal is going to get past the Slacker, so nothing lost in the trying, and it's a good thing because we got shit on. Wouldn't recommend the experience. Went back in with Riva, and I started off in the advantageous position of Grand Inquisitor being first. I did decide to ability block, which proved to be the wrong decision due to cleansing and self-death marking related reasons. Wouldn't recommend that. Should have tortured. Had to withdraw. No, we didn't withdraw. We managed to kill GI. We got one opportunity, one shot to seize everything we ever wanted. And as it turns out, it was Grand Inquisitor's face. That allowed us to clean up the remainder with Qui-Gon Jinn and friends for something like a total of 32 banners. Up top side. Against GG, Stat, B1, B2, Magna with the set 21 GG Kron. We went in with Queen, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan, Bad Batch Echo, and Cere 65 banners. Against Maul, Gar, ISC, Canderous, and Watt, it was Mother Talzin, Daka, Zombie, Asajj, and Marin for 64. And against Traya, Talon, Savage, Scion, Nihilus with the Talonkron, C, Watt, GBA, and Set for 57 banners. Gruesome, yes. Against Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, and Sith Marauder, Bastila, Jedi Cal, JKR, JKL, Jolie, 64 banners. Of course, here in Fleet. Against his Profundity, we did the Mirror. 75 banners. I took Cassian in addition to TIE Bomber. Probably could have gotten away without the Cassian for 76, but 75 will do. Against Profundity... Oh, no, sorry. Against Executor, we did Leviathan, 72 banners. And against Malevolence, Negotiator for 70. Yeah. Dodge. 5. Recommend. Okay, that basically wraps up my attack. So 1741. If you're showing up here very late in the stream, then you probably missed the review of all this. But yeah, this new set 22 focus datacron for DRey, big deal. Big deal. And yeah, that's pretty much put the lockdown on anything. He put so much into that. There's no way he's getting through. GG to Arsenal. Good to see you again. I'm sure I'll see you again real soon. Such is the way of it. Now that I've seen you again, I'm sure it's going to be like another 3 times in a row as far as like weeks go. So until we meet again, sir. And that about wraps it up for me. It's time to turn to Dagger. Got Dagger here for a stream. So are you already streaming in here, Dagger? You can speak now. You're allowed. Dagger. You just ran off on us, TJ. Can you believe that?
No. I'm watching the Baldur's Gate cutscene, so I had to, be muted.
I think that it goes without saying that your mother is a Baldur's Gate cutscene.
Yeah, I just started the new game because I died.
Oh, yes. I believe that. I do believe
Yeah,
that.
Honor mode sucks. I don't recommend Honor mode to everybody.
Fair. Well, let me know when you're ready to throw up your stream, because we're
No,
ready.
I'm just loading up Swogan now. All right, now let me just close that.
What's a good DTMG counter? I like BKM. I mean, Malgus also trivializes it. Depends on what you got. Hey,
Some
J-Chung,
Adrad.
good round task. Congrats on the W. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we got it this time. So that means we should have 2 real rounds for the rest of the week. Should be a good week to close out the season. I'm grateful for it.
I'm streaming, by the way.
All right, you're going to take us through your defense and then through his?
Sure.
Pop that out real quick. Okay.
Sure. This is the back wall.
Looks good. Yeah, this is your back wall. Okay, we see that.
Yep. This is my top front.
Yep. Take the hat off.
That's right. That Rey does
duty.
not have a Datacron. You are seeing that correctly. That Rey does not have a Datacron. You
What
are in
is
fact
this,
seeing that
Dagger?
correctly.
Hold on, let me turn off my camera. Okay, go on. Justify your shame. Dagger. Justify your shame. All right, Arsenal just said he just got home.
Sorry, I had to remove felines from the office. Yeah. So, yeah, I changed the comp here, and then just like didn't put a Datacron on.
Just insanity. Terrible shame.
Yep. And then this is my bottom front. And here's the best part: I don't have to defend myself.
We judge.
No, it's we listen, but we don't judge.
No, I said what I said.
Oh. Yeah, so this is what my opponent put up top. This is going to be interesting. I have no idea what I'm doing. Or is this the top? Yeah, he put this up top. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Okay.
None whatsoever.
I will help as I am able. Sure, TJ will do the same.
Yeah, I have .gg. So if I have questions...
Oh, okay. No, never mind. I will just pound sand. Excuse me.
You are literally here as the person streaming my GAC.
I see.
I
am merely a vehicle to your own fame and fortune. I understand.
No, I'm just giving you shit.
No.
All right.
No.
All right, let's see. This is how we play GAC here. To .gg.
That's right, DeKob. I can go fuck myself. That's right.
And you will because you're married.
Yeah.
I know from experience.
It's that Will Smith, like tears rolling down his cheeks, like, and the caption is pain.
Yeah.
Can I tell you how happy I am that the new Bad Batch team having old Wrecker and old Hunter in there, pulling a 60 off of Arsenal? Do you know how happy I am about that?
That's fantastic.
Yes, it is fantastic. Recommend the experience. Is that Arsenal?
It is. How's it going, man?
Arsenal,
How goes
welcome. Setting up, watching Dagger start his first attack. How was your movie, man? What did you see this evening? If you don't mind my asking.
Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning.
Oh yeah, how'd you like that?
I mean, like all of them, like the action and the stunts is cool, but I don't know. They had such a convoluted story that it felt like a good third of the movie was just them pausing to explain how complicated everything was, so you knew what was going on. So it's like it was just a little bit too much. Could have used a good half hour off in the editing room, but yeah, I mean, I like Mission Impossible stuff, so it was good, but not as good as the previous one, I don't think.
I got you.
Are they still doing Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the last one though. He finally got old enough where he was like, I think this is it now.
Well, he sure hasn't gotten taller.
No, that's not. Or straighter.
Let's go.
Sorry, just.
Although he's got great hair. Although I'm sure that's fake, but it looks amazing.
If I was going to trust somebody to understand the perils of the short man, I'm here to listen to Dagger.
All right.
We got a lot of giants in videos, so
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Look, I am taller than Tass when we're both laying down, and that's all that matters.
You pitch a higher TP, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I do believe that is what he is saying.
It's been a rough day for me. I see Mr. Hero. TJ is here after beating us in TW, and then I got you kicking my ass in GAC. So come to take my
I'm
life.
only here because I beat you guys. I single-handedly, as I told you, as we talked before, I am the entire reason. The entire war was based on just me, and I will live by that.
Well,
Nobody did anything else. No war room. No defense. No war room. No hours spent by every person. Just me. One attack.
You did do the final 2-shot to bring it home. So,
but it's not like we get to. All I'm going to say is, without giving anything else, I also 100% got lucky. So to also be fair, let's not call it any more than I got lucky, and then it worked out.
Yeah, I'm perfectly happy to just have a conversation while I'm doing this, like background for like us.
I'm not telling anybody to do anything. I'm enjoying the show as much as you are putting on the show.
Go get your wine glass. Let me see the glass and start swirling it around, Tass.
Oh man,
put the hat back on.
People popping.
Sorry, I'm not actually watching the stream. I thought we were just yakking. So
yeah. Oh, good.
I thought we were doing.
Am I still?
I didn't know we were
streaming in here. Hold on, let me. Yeah, I am.
No. All they're saying that there is a background of me playing GAC to our conversation.
That's all it is. I figured Tass is the real one, and then we come in and we shoot the shit, and then there's GAC in the background.
This is a bonus. Anybody that's watching this live did not expect this to happen, so quite literally, this is all gravy.
Yeah, this is the unserious GAC where we just bullshit and also a GAC.
I would hope that's all it would ever be. I don't remember ever being an actual serious one. Like, oh no, not really.
Do you guys take Cere here? Doesn't matter.
Actually, I'm pretty sure.
What are you
don't
doing?
Even need. Have I not heard of people doing this with as little as 3? I'm not saying that you should. I'm saying like I don't know that it matters.
They've shown the
AoE is
nice.
Cere
to do it.
I get if it were me,
Lando, Baze.
For this.
I mostly just want to save Baze because I might want to try to Rogue One something.
Oh, okay, dig that. Okay,
yeah.
Well then, yeah.
Rogue One is kind of useless without Baze, so I'm just trying to save.
You could bring OG Lando if you wanted.
Dude, yeah, we'll get that into the Swugger.gg day. That's a good one.
Did you say the Rey doesn't have a Datacron, right?
Shut the fuck up.
Just so that everybody knows, this counter does require a Relic 9 OG Lando. So I wouldn't want anybody to try it without it.
Is that the rule? Is that where the rule is at?
You missed it, Sasha. I don't have a Datacron on my Rey.
It's disgusting. I hate it.
You didn't miss anything, Sasha. He don't give a shit.
No.
He doesn't.
You missed 0. It's all the same. It's real. It's damn real.
What was that? Nomads or Dagger who are 9 Lando?
Yeah, I have
Does it-
R9.
Does it really matter?
R9 at this point.
Does it really matter?
No.
Dagger has nothing left to do. He just kind of
Watch
sits there.
them all.
Arsenal, you said a hell of a D, my friend.
Speaking of things with nothing else to do.
Yeah, I mean, would you expect
this
anything
is what I was
else?
telling you. Now I want to ask you, how much did Krex and Lando matter? I'll let you know.
No,
they
I'm not
didn't
arguing
do
that.
They're the
shit.
ones in the fight.
They
What are you
didn't
talking
do
about?
shit. They did not participate.
Look at the Lando cape. That Lando cape is worth, I don't know, a few
Yeah,
Vantage.
yeah.
I'm just saying, that was
both teams tried hard, and that was an incredibly skill-intensive fight.
Yeah, both teams tried real hard. It was super long.
What are people doing versus this Ahsoka team? What's the
Great
cheapest
mothers.
thing I can do here?
I like Great
Is that
Mothers.
reliable?
Really good. Oh man, I've been doing it. It's so easy. Like you
Buffs on basic. As long as you got a DC with that,
Yes.
you'll be good.
I'm down.
Yeah. So just so you know, even if it was a turn meter cron, that wouldn't stop it with this composition.
I don't have them. Never mind, I don't have them.
Oh. Do something else. Yeah.
BKM generally leads to a 2-shot of it. I think you could. You can also take Steep.
The cop says Lando was everything in that battle.
It's true.
Wasn't he? Though? Like
Billy D
sheer
was
sartorial
relevant.
splendor.
This is probably just Bane then?
They were showing it. Certain ones were showing not even having to use C. I just do the C Bane for a quick 68. But
Bane is-
in no way am I. In no way
You don't
am I
need
saying
Bane
that
I
was a
think I
requirement.
could
there's no
justify
Ezra, so I don't
either
know.
C like Fatal does or Bane.
I
would
do this
rather
both
do
because I don't
Bane.
want to fuck with it. But they were showing good success with Bane SAS, I think. I saw another one of it, and they still got a 65. I'm just lazy and don't want to deal with it. So that's why I just go for the
Wait, is that
68.
All right,
They
so
didn't.
while you're
What's
doing
up?
this easy fight, let's talk our guy, Tass.
Yeah, sure.
I want to know. I want to.
I can tell you what I did on offense if you want to talk about that. But I'm
Please.
also curious for your attacks on me. Were they like seeing that I was obviously done before it really got started? Did you do this sort of same type of counters that you would have done anyway, or did you kind of play it a bit more testy, knowing that like you basically had a freebie?
I tried the Gungans on your Baylan, which I may or may not have done anyway. But since I was in the advantageous position I was in, I did try it, and I obviously got
Right.
everybody but Wrecker, just for want of time. You know.
Got it.
Just like I killed everybody else but Wrecker when there was like something like 40 seconds on the clock, like nowhere near enough time to take out a full health, full protection Wrecker. Not enough.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I can go watch the stream later. You don't have to kind of go into everything. I was just kind of curious about your
No,
mindset.
not at all. You're taking your time to pop on in here and join us. I'm happy to tell you. So,
Was that Ray comp tough or?
dude, I went
Yes.
with Cere, right? Cere Malicos Star Killer.
Mhm.
We just barely managed to kill GK, so that is killer for Cere, man. We were doing impotent damage. I also fucked it up by smiting the Jedi Vanguard, or whatever, the Temple Guard.
Yeah.
Obviously, I should have smited Xeris, because then when I eventually...
I was in the
Xeris-
cleanup with Jib today. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So then when I eventually, killed Xeris, your Temple Guard came back, and we had to pound through him the old-fashioned way. So it was a mess. Yeah, it was. That was using JMK to clean it up, but we did eventually get through. The job got done.
Cool. Yeah, it was as everybody who was in my situation pissed about the not getting the Temple Guard cron, so I kind of had to. All right, what am I doing with this guy now? So
Yeah.
I thought that
So
was.
It was not a bad use Arsenal. That tank was impressive, I thought, in that battle. It was pretty darn solid.
Agreed.
Would you agree, Sass?
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much.
And I haven't even R9 him yet, so
Oh, that was R8? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I don't have the brains. I'm out.
Yeah.
And then what about the back wall split? Did you try to do BAM JML?
Yeah, man. The doubt fucked me up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Mhm.
So that was good to hear. And then I thought, now that I'm not using the Aquacron with them, I thought, oh well, that's a good use for Reva with a bit of Empire synergy and lots of damage, right?
Now that one, I kind of approached optional. I decided to go in with Great Mothers, even though there was nowhere else I needed to use her.
Right.
And I understand that I've beaten Great Mothers with Reva, but I thought I could make it work, and then I didn't make it work. That's a short answer. Then I
Do you
went in with a Reva Mirror, and I just fucked that up. I should have tortured first. Instead, I ability blocked first, DI'd my GI, and then he got blown up, and then it was bad. And I managed to kill your GI before the fight ended, which allowed Qui-Gon to clean up the remainder.
Nice. Do you think Adrad would beat it still?
I wasn't doing that last time that Viva was meta on D. I wasn't thinking about it.
That was my worry. I thought, it's one of those teams where it's like, I don't know, you're looking to mix it up, and I thought with the Kron it would be something different, but...
Well, I was telling folks at the start of the stream, I was struggling with planning for your scout, because not a lot of variety in opponents, and you also have a couple of Rhodiums too. Yeah,
last week was rough, and then the first week was not bad. I had three full fights, but and also I was saying to Sasha, it's like it sucks for me too, because not to take anything away from you, can't say. He's definitely a challenge, but he's a challenge in a different way. Like, he's not going to put down the defenses that I see against you guys, right? So, he's like Ray and Prey, and then he beats you on efficiency. So it's like, I'm not getting any battle tested fights,
Yep.
Yeah, you're coming into the top bracket like having like practiced a ton of efficiency stuff and gotten like really killer at it the last few weeks, but not getting these types of mud wrestling matches.
Exactly. So, and I knew. Well, my hope was that you would have put Slicker with DRey in the back, and then I thought you would do that to like bleed out a few teams. But so by the time I got to it, I would have less options. But clearly, that was not needed, because I'll tell you what I did on it if you want to sort of get the low five bucks.
Yeah.
So my plan from the start was I still thought Bane could beat it, and maybe it can. But actually, I recorded it too. I'll send you a video. It was a joke. I tried Bane and Darth Vader. I was kind of hoping I could get to Merciless and kind of AB around the board a bit. And I also just I didn't want them to go after Bane first, so I was hoping they'd hard target Darth Vader just to, if he dies, just get the the bonuses to Bane. But it was a short fight. It was like, I think I did cooldown to start. They took a bajillion turns. I almost died. I got one more turn in. Did third again, but I had BI on and it did nothing, so I didn't get any health back. And then they just killed me. It took like 20 seconds. And I'm like, okay, that's a thing. So I mean, it may have just been how I played or what comp I used, but I don't know how Bane beats that.
Well, you know how the middle would have done the dispel on the DI. The question is, do you think all the health steal that you have on that ability have to stabilize you to use the third after that?
I don't think it would have mattered. Like, DRey is a nightmare. Like, even and so then that was a full back out. I was like, oh, okay, I think I'm proper fucked now, because I knew I'd be bleeding into teams I'd need for the back wall. So I did.
One question, Arsenal?
Yeah.
Really quickly on Bane, I doubt it would have made a difference, but just to check, did you have the level 6 bonus turn when falls under 100% just to try and like?
I 100% did, and it didn't matter because I didn't ever take the bonus turn. Because like Vader just got destroyed, and I mean, maybe Bane did get the bonus turn, which is why I got the second turn off. But yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Like, once they start taking turns, they're just destroyed, and it was brutal. I mean, maybe it'll turn out that is a thing, but I don't know how. So that sucked. And then so I tried JMK, which I thought would be the only like possible answer. That was brutal. I barely got out of there, just getting my leap off at the end, where I mean I really wanted to leap somebody other than Foss, but I was stuck on the taunt, so I just thought I'll take the one kill and get out of here, and that's all I got with JMK.
Yep.
And then obviously they're preloaded, having kept the kill, and I'm like, well, the only other real fighting chance I think I have is Leia, and yeah, that didn't come close to killing anybody. That sucked. And then I kind of knew it was over. I was just throwing teams at it from there. So it's it's a formidable team. I don't know what's going to beat it. I'm wondering if like a faster mirror, maybe. Maybe there's some of the there's some JMK Barris with the Kron shenanigans that can work with the high defense Barris Krons that are floating around. But yeah, and
Nice.
with you and Sasha, and I don't know who fought between Rox and Aesop, but I think you guys all have that Kron. I'll be really curious to see how you guys are dealing with it with each other.
Yeah, it's insane. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at it.
I mean, I kind of am. Like, I obviously knew on paper it read amazing, but CG has been pretty good lately about not making anything that's like, okay, nothing beats this, you know?
Yeah.
And I had that feeling with this because I was just like, you know, obviously I didn't have like, you know, GL Ahsoka or my own Slicker or whatever, but maybe Lord Vader is the answer, who knows? But like, obviously didn't have those because they were on D, but like I had a hard time seeing what would beat this, you know?
And I missed all the conversation. Mindy called me and killed it. If I literally lost all of the good stuff, so I'll have to go back and watch the VOD.
Outrageous.
Yeah, family shit. Yeah, she's
It's
traveling.
outrageous. It's unfair.
It is, dude. It's like sand. It's like
I
sand.
think it's outrageous. Huh?
Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh.
Heyo.
Ooh.
My man.
No, Arsenal. Look, I understand you went through a lot today.
Outrageous.
Even that, dude.
Outrageous. That is the title of that fight. Is outrageous. You know what? In your honor, Arsenal, the VOD will have that fight.
Oh, there you go.
Outrageous.
I named my whooping. That's good.
Dude, I'm offended. I don't know about you guys, but I feel triggered. Some things just cannot be.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
I'm sure you guys all do the same thing. You know, this is the dad joke way. So,
Oh, dude, I respect the attempt. I just hate the execution. That's all it is.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty good, to be honest.
I know you did. It's getting a name on a title for your thing. So, in your honor, apparently it was good. But I only threw up a little bit in my mouth. I didn't call it a lot. It's just a smidge. So you're saying that your first-hand experience is that's the new defensive team is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it was brutal. So I threw Bo-Katan, and then even when it was just the 3-man, preloaded obviously, but just Drey, Slicker, and Red, that beat Aphra without the Aphra-Kron, Bo-Katan, Gas, Great Mothers.
You're talking about the 2 Sith characters on top of the bonus turn Drey. So you're basically saying all of the worst things that could happen, minus nothing stopping the TM is what you're basically saying. That's all the worst things possible.
Like, even when it was, well, I mean, how it is now, it's just there's just the 3 left. I sent C at it. I just sent what else did I throw at it? Pretty much everything.
Leon, BDTB, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You're on Twitch and YouTube.
Well, I feel for you.
I definitely don't have to learn the Tuskens kits. I just want to throw that out there.
You not for this fight. The only time you really need to know anything is if you're facing Sasha.
Yeah, we had a whole thing about this team, and then we both R9'd Arcanans, specifically thinking it would still stop this, and then it didn't. Boo.
Yeah, that's
the logic seems pretty good, right? from what you're trying to do, but there's just too much to get around it right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the idea was just to, even if like you don't have to fully tenacity the whole team, because you got to kill Kanan first before you can do anything. If you just high tenacity him, and if they can't dot you, then they can't die, right? But clearly they still can.
I don't know. This Krex is literally single-handedly holding it down, so I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, he was anyway.
Yeah. It was so cool to watch, right? He was literally up against the full team and kept pulling it back. So it's like, I give him the respect to be able to say, "Oh, you think you're gonna adopt me, bro?"
Appreciate the hydrate, Leon. Not only am I drunk, but I am just sweating. Like, air conditioning works and everything, but summer's here.
Yeah, it was a hot one here today too.
Cass, look what I have. Look what I have, Cass.
Oh shit! What's level 9? Let me see. Whenever boss gains retribution. Okay, so on his
That's not
middle.
important. That middle one is the important one.
Oh, okay. I saw that. You know what? Arsenal had the double damage, and by the way, Arsenal, that unequivocally kicked the shit out of my talent. The rest of the Traya team managed to get through.
I'm saying this is a guaranteed debuff for the stupid Smuggler Chronicle.
All right, I dig it. Let's see what you got.
I do
I think
think
this is gonna work, but
I do think the stun on there, you're gonna be down to like just a Traya, right?
Just to be clear, I'm gonna be pushing buttons because I don't know what this team does. So we're gonna learn together if this works. You leave the
Gungans were already beating. Gungans were already beating this without that.
Leave that shit alone.
No,
Ness.
TJ. Gungans only win at an 80% clip because if they target the shield generator, you fucking lose.
Is there a fucking
I'm
with
sure
every
you'll
time?
be fine, and everything will be okay in the end. Yeah, Leon's saying kind of warm here in Germany. Summer's coming. Man, you are up early. It is early in Germany. But I believe it. I live in Michigan.
Lost.
In the U.S. and
it
is
lost.
like 80
wild
plus
with the
degrees
sun.
here.
Yeah. We lost. Super hard loss, by the way.
Oh yeah. You're gonna get them cheeks spread, yeah?
Well, yeah, because they just mono-targeted the fucking shield generator and nothing else.
Yes,
You
they
definitely did get a lot of
Boy,
targeting.
did they ever?
Yeah. I didn't realize the fail condition, but then again, I don't do the Gungans versus the.
I don't either, because this team is generally pretty shit.
You can trade to Nass. I mean, that's all right. That's not terrible. I'm not mad at that. I believe in you. I want you to.
Was there any other minus the cron, right, which is a good cron you brought? Was there anything else that you noticed about it? Is it just the generator?
They literally just did nothing but target the shield generator.
No, I'm referring to the wins. Was there anything where it was just the lucky point of just the no generator bullshit?
No, no. I don't think this is a loss if they don't target the shield generator.
Well, Kickban in the chat says you should have given Meathead his tribute. Then Nest would have laid off your shield generator.
No, I don't think doing anything for me.
I mean, if you give Meathead the tribute, I believe you get an actual datacron that you get to keep, not just a free box that has nothing in it.
Speaking of that, was there any news about the botched fix for?
Yeah, they're looking into it. Well, I do love though, and what's funny is I was with Tass and them as it happened. I received my "we're sorry" email with the datacron. I didn't look at the datacron or anything else. Literally picked it up, got it, and then as I looked at the datacron, nothing changed, right?
Yeah.
But if you go look at it, the level 15 looks unlocked now. That's the thing. Everything else is still locked. Nothing has changed, but it does look cool with your level 15 unlocked.
That's weird.
It's dumb, but sure. And one of the gifts I did, it was the Chris Farley thank you in air quotes because it was I don't know what else you say.
All right.
Here's our
this is a good.
Here's our fix. Yeah, here's our fix.
Well, this will just kill a couple of them, almost guaranteed.
No, I see it. I see it.
I don't really have I don't have a clean answer, so now it's just pick it apart.
I was gonna ask you had queen, but I already assumed that was a no by where you were going.
I don't have clean.
That's why I said.
Do you have it?
I took the assumption that you didn't have it because you didn't use it.
Oh, by the way, Tass, your Baylan stopped my Jabba.
Oh yeah, no, I believe
That's what it was.
The double rose,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I had Shin dead, and then she like DI'd, and then they recovered and killed Boosh, and I was just like, oh, this is over now.
I'd be so mad. I've lost the matchup before, but only against some crazy combination of mods and con.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was rough. That's why it made me think. Like, normally I use Gungans against Baylan, even with the Merc setup, and made me wish I had it back, considering it probably didn't do much on D anyway. So
I don't know, man. I do like you're actually seeing some stuff happen. Like his Talon is not no slouch, and his Talon take a whooping.
Yeah.
Like she was dropped out. He had a 07 that Talon because so that I give that respect. And the regard
better
that
the AI chose to go after her than one of the main trio.
yeah, it still put up a good fight, man, for what it is.
mm-hmm. I think the problem is though. I mean, maybe this will only be a thing for this week anyway, because the Hunter Cron's going away. But there's very limited options to beat Baylan if you don't have Gungans and you don't have, say, Slicker or like or Bane, like something that you're gonna come correct with, right? So
that's the idea. Or I think I saw Cere. Cere was another one that seems.
I was
to be
gonna
okay
say
that.
That's what I beat it with. I didn't want to because I was saving Cere for the back, but obviously didn't matter because it wasn't getting through Slicker. But
no, it definitely was a pull of the way they stressed it out. So the way you said you had to leave a full team, I don't think you had another choice but this year.
No, I know exactly. So plus at that point it was just seeing what works. But yeah, that Baylan team is definitely a rough one if you don't have the right counter for it.
What did you get to try on the SLKR again? Just real quick to recap, sorry. And I'll go after squad.
So Bane lost to start. I did Bane Darth Vader. And that
Bane Darth Vader.
I just got absolutely ripped. It was brutal. And then JMK second, where I basically just got out of there nuking Faust. And that was pretty rough. And then Leia, which was also rough. I can't remember if it was Leia who killed Hux. I think it was Bo-Katan who got Hux. But Leia did nothing. But then, especially after Faust was dead, like every successive fight was also turn meter loaded, so just made it worse. They take so many turns with the DRey bonus, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
Man, you saying that, I'm trying to think through the fight now. You literally pulled all of the hard counters and then all of the hard counters, because you did a straight fight and then you did another straight fight, right?
Yeah.
Meaning you backed out, you did a full fight, backed out, and went and did another fresh fight.
Yeah.
And both hard counters got pulled.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see if something like Lord Vader Bane beats it.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes.
Is it going to take the extreme fight of Lord Vader and Bane to take all of the damage and then push it back? Because it's not C-Bane. C-Bane wasn't working.
No.
C-Bane wasn't working when it was the other side, and now you're looking at this. Is it only thing that you can do is a Lord Vader Bane?
Yeah, especially when like just regular Lord Vader clones can be sort of cheesed with the BAM JML. So,
Fair.
Which is what I did, by the way. I didn't really have much choice. Because again, I wanted to save Leia for the back. I figured, I mean, you don't have to tell me because it obviously didn't get there, but I figured your back had Rey and GLA of some combination.
No, you'll be. I'll wait till Dagger wraps up this fight, which looks like it's going very well, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll show you what we had on the back wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to.
No,
No, he actually
I've
showed
already
it
showed the
on the
stream a
VOD.
couple times.
Oh, I
You'll be
see.
the last
Okay.
one to know. There's no reason to keep you out.
Okay. No, I just meant if you hadn't shown it yet for your next
All
oppos,
good,
you don't
man.
need to
All
let them know.
good. Appreciate you asking, but nope. Nothing sacred.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's why I was chatting with Sasha a bit about some of the teams I had on D, and he was like, "Oh, you may end up facing me. You might not want to show it." I'm just like, "Well, you're going to see it on Cass's stream anyway, so
Mhm.
not like it's going to be hidden."
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was curious if you did place GLA, if it would have been great motherable, as it were.
You can go ahead and
Not
show.
Place Leia. Okay, let me. You don't have to change anything, Dagger. I'm just showing my screen real quick.
Oh,
So, yeah, here's in the back. Had Jabba, just full Jabba with Mob Enforcer. Rey with Zori Nest L3 with the Nestcron, and then Ahsoka with Exile Ezra and Zalbar Kron.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have had the Leia, the GLA, or I mean, I would have. I still think there's a possibility that a decent run with Great Mothers can beat GLA with Ezra.
I
But
theorize the same is possible. Yeah, because it seems like basically anything that isn't a light side turn meter level 3 would permit you to do Great Mothers, even if Exile Ezra is there. So I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was sort of my backup, knowing what I had wrecked on the front wall. If I would have actually made it through, that's probably what I would have had to try anyway. And then ideally I would have had Cere Malgus for Rey, and actually I had Aphra with remember before the Aphra people were using like the HK cron.
Mm-hmm.
So I had an Aphra team with an HK cron ready for a Jabba team that I still think can work against Jabba, but obviously not as automatic without the Aphra cron.
Okay. Well, I got you back on screen here, Dagger. Yeah, please keep going, Arsenal. You're good.
No, that was basically it. I think, again, if I would have somehow got through Slicker with some reasonable teams left, it may have been I may have had a couple of kicks of the can at the back wall, but yeah, no, it's.
And you said that you used JMK there, and they just got dusted.
Well, I mean, you just can't do a lot of damage to them off the start, right? Like, you got to hold your nuke, right? And then Slicker. Actually, I should say one thing, and this may have been a part of the problem. So you know how my Rey had JMK on it, or sorry, GK on it.
Yeah.
Right?
GK, yeah.
So I had to go with Mace, and Slicker stunned Ahsoka to start the fight. So that really hurt to start. Like, Ahsoka barely did anything in the fight. She was wrecked.
That's the usual high priority too. So I see what you're saying, because you wanted the GK as possibly another priority target.
Well, yeah, he probably would have. Or actually, I can't remember. Can Slicker avoid taunt?
Yep. Yeah, it's built
To
into
start?
Drey. When you have
Right.
Yep. When you have that there and you have the advantage, you can start the
Yeah.
fight. You bypass taunts. If that's not
Right.
going to change anything. It's just trying to up the priorities to leave. Because that's usually one of the harder factors. Is if they go after your cat, which is 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to go after cat anyway.
Yeah.
Oh no, but I meant
God damn,
Snip.
this is actually going to work.
It's Snips who he stunned, not Cat.
That was what we were talking about before.
Yeah.
This goes way back when we were looking at the possible fail factors. Not getting the assist can be one,
All right.
and then if you
Exactly.
do the cat, it also adjusts it.
Solo C. This is going to work.
Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Two
This
characters,
fucking
one
worked.
dies.
Just keep basicing. You don't even need to.
Yeah, this shit worked.
Yeah,
All right.
The under protection is nuts. Wow.
Yeah, I just thought that this would take out the sides. And I could clean up C with like Geos or something. I don't think that shit was gonna work.
Dabbot is a GL right now with that setup.
Yeah, I'm just saying that shit was great. Doesn't
I
he
was impressed by the setup.
Yeah.
I get the idea of what he was trying to do, but yeah.
I was just trying to make sure I could have C here and JMK up there. And if I had to pick apart something, I would if I had to.
That's a bit of a weird C comp, though. I don't know why there weren't other more.
You were leaving marked, so if you hit the health under your GG, if you're trying to do anything, it was just trying to take more shenanigans, if nothing else.
Yeah, for sure.
That literally was just all you were trying to do. Like Aphra would have still destroyed it or something else. There's nothing that wasn't going to hold that over.
It was definitely shenanigan-y.
That's it. That's literally just adding shenanigans. But clearly you got dab-botted, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. I'm just saying that was slick. I really like that.
I like your setup deciding to do it that way. That definitely did some good shit. I laugh at the thing. Oh, you want to put debuffs on me? Here, let's cleanse that.
Oh, that's annoying. All right, we might lose this.
Oh, you know what else I was going to say? Task one of the... Oh, sorry, you can go on, Dagger.
No, it's fine.
Oh, I was not that I actually had any mats or the fortitude to do the let's grab an FTC and blast through it before Gaklock. But the way the episode stores refresh for different people, like my store didn't even refresh till Gaklock. So like
I was my refresh was 2 hours before the lock. So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I was literally right in. So you know what I want to know now that we're talking about it, and when we get next season, I'm sure it'll be the full SLKR team. Will the JKL with the bonus turn be a potential counter to that?
I think so. That team is nuts. I saw some videos of that. And
I got it to the bonus turn, and I've got I'm at the 2 steps because like you, I got stuck when we were doing it, Arsenal. So I literally got to 2 steps before, and I was not willing to refresh or do it for a week. So I was like, all right, this will be good enough. And I haven't got to play with it yet, but I'm all the way through the JKL lock and everything else. So I'm right below the Hoda. So,
cool.
But I agree. I was like, knowing what you're saying, I'm wondering if the new counter becomes possibly JML.
Yeah, it's. I could definitely see that. Because he takes the bonus. Is this with the GG cron?
Oh yeah, for the assist. Yeah, I took.
Yeah, because he's assisting all the time. He's killing himself.
Yeah. Forgot about that. All right.
I love that GG cron though. It's really good.
Yeah, it sure doesn't get set in TW though, or used.
Was that
At least not by us. Our TW stuff lacks creativity sometimes. I don't say that to be mean. It's just when you have really big.
That's why you just be a good soldier and don't say shit.
Yeah.
Then because it's better just to do that.
Yeah.
You just point and shoot, right?
That's it, dude. That's why in our chats, Arsenal isn't that not what I say? I take no responsibility for no actions. They say kill it, I follow directions and kill it, and or fail with the directions.
Yeah, I hear you. It's a good way to go about it, and you don't have to.
I'm not taking responsibility for all that stuff. That is too much. I am good at this point in the game.
Just be nice if we had a bit more competition at the top.
It'd be nice if there wasn't 2 guilds that made an entire career out of just cheating other guilds.
So anyway,
Remember you're trying to defend Kaw?
I'm not defending shit, dude. I just work here. I don't even pay attention to that shit. So I would say I have to live vicariously through you Arsenal, on what you saw, because I'm assuming that's the creme de la creme now. Is there anything else you saw that you took away? Because like I said, Task, as far as I know, did no special modding, no nothing. It just set the team and go.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you getting to see the mechanics of the fight now.
I mean, I knew I was going to see it. I honestly thought, partially just because, you know, I mean, like you say, maybe as we get some of the FTCs filled out, like more obvious counters will emerge. But like I said, CG has been pretty good about not like, oh, here's this team that can't be beat, you know.
No, I don't think it's anything like that. It's definitely a team that's like, no, you can't. It's like, but nobody else got to see from your perspective. So unless it's going to be something that the streamers get to see, to me, you live in and obviously at where you're at in your bracket, that's just everybody's going to have it. But you, to me, have a step up for others who may not have faced it or seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly thought Bane was still going to work, and again, maybe I played it wrong or I picked the wrong version. I had a really good cron, like it was a. What
was your health?
I had 60% health, 100% armor pen to try to offset all the armor on that cron, and like 30% crit damage, and then it was Sith bonus turn level 6, so it was a pretty good mix. Like I debated going all health, but then I thought, like with that defense, like you really should mix in some armor pen, I think. So
you did 60% health. To me, you've answered the call with that kind of check. I don't think that's a bad call for you saying that at all. That feels like the correct check.
Yeah, I think I don't think I had a much better. I mean, I could have gone like 280% armor pen and gone crazy, but like with less health, or
no,
I could have gone more health with no AP. But I felt like those were the two things you want to target, because I mean the defense on the cron is worrying, right? Like it's, you know,
and also the bonus turn, dude. That was smart taking it from that. I'm wondering, is it possible? Tested it too. What about Talon to try to give that edge? Bonus turn with Talon.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe that would have been an interesting call. But you don't get well, at least if it's on Slicker's turn, I wouldn't get the Bane revive from Talon.
But Bane doesn't die. Bane stops at 1 and then regains his stuff. That's the
well, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like
that. But that's what I'm saying, right? That's why I'm trying to think this out, because it may still be the option, but also with doing FOSS there, you're doing speed down too. So that's where I was like, the bonus turn feels right with your call there, but the speed down can mess with me too.
Let me upload the video. It was quick. So
I don't think it was bad. Like, dude, if you go listen to our plotting and scheming, we seriously went into the discussion about it and what we were going to take and what we were going to do, and it's just you're just taking the assumption, well, this may work or it may not.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, I thought it would have been more like breakdownable, and man, that's rough too.
That's why I said you're on a leg up, in my opinion, because you're clearly going to face it. They're going to see where it's at, because then it'll become the whole "do we do a double tank" type situation, right? I think you'll definitely see red, and I think.
Yeah, I was going to say I thought of the double tank too. But red was huge there, and
that's what. No, I'm not saying they take out red. I'm saying that has to be there, absolutely.
But then you can't run double tank because you can't take Hux out, right?
No, you need Hux. Yeah, that's I need to look at it. So I don't discount. Like I said, that's knowing that you took the counters and it didn't work is just shockingly apparent. Like that, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, this is brutal.
You can wrap up your stream whenever, Tess.
Let me just back away.
Yeah, I wanna see how it worked out. So I definitely am interested. Same thing. If you were to trying to talk this out. The other go-to was what? It was the double tank, right?
Mhm.
He's done, Tass, by the way.
Good.
As you are not on stream, but your stream is still up.
Are you streaming too, TJ?
I'm already halfway done, man. There was nothing. There was no gain. I have an okay pod, but I've got bulk in this round, Arsenal. So it's
Okay.
there's nothing that I saw where it was like that'd be advantageous for like a stream, and then I ended up dropping one. So it's like, it's gonna be the one.
All right.
Oh, you know what?
You said you have footage though, Arsenal. Did
Yeah,
you want to show?
It's coming up right now.
Okay, great.
So Tass,
Let me see about
Tass
that.
does say
up
Tass.
here.
I know you fell asleep. sleepy guy. But
Momentarily,
he's got.
but I'm
footage
still
for-
with you even now.
Yes, I know you're a trooper like that, but
That's right.
he's going to give us some good footage so we can
Yeah,
look and learn.
I just sent the link to Tassa and DM.
Okay, I got you.
I'm like super excited to see this.
See it. All right, we got you.
It's not super exciting for me.
But you see, the thing is though, and I hate to do it this way, you learned like a lot more than other people will learn, and anybody who's stuck around gets to learn this as well.
It's the
Oh my
VI.
Oh my
Dude,
God,
this is
stop.
wild. Yeah, there's no way Bane.
You
yeah,
had
it
to
is
do the
not
middle
Bane.
there if you were going to get anything.
Yep. There's no way.
Oh my God. That
Oh
was
my
not gonna
God.
happen.
Oh my God. That
Oh
is
my God.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I'm like,
Did you
I don't know.
do any others? Did you get to see any other? Record any others?
Did I record the JMK? Let me just see. I may have.
Dude. Oh my God.
Oh no, I recorded my BAM JML. But everybody's seen that before. I did record JMK. Let me
Can we see that one?
yeah,
we
it's
got
just
Fatal
Dude,
in the
that
chat.
is-
Fatal says Rey and Bane are basically mortal enemies, and for now, I think she's on top. See. Sorry, what were you guys saying?
I did have the
He's got the JMK fight versus the SLKR.
Okay,
I
dig
am
that.
like,
We'll put
I
that
am
one
like,
up as well. Let's have it.
I'm
Feed
flabbergasted
us
by
the
the
intel,
amount
boss.
of turns.
or if you want, I can just play it on video and share my screen.
If you, whatever you like. If you got a whole bunch of odds you want to share,
that was it. After that,
then however you want.
I knew it was over, and I stopped. So
No worries, man. However you
All
want
the
to do it,
counters
that's
don't
great.
work. I don't need to learn
Yeah.
anything else.
well, at that point, I probably should have recorded Leia just in case I did clean it up, but.
Well, my problem with that though, Leia was never, honestly, if you go back and look, Leia was never really one of the go-tos against SLKR without all the goodness.
Oh, I know. It just, I basically this is the only things I can try to try to do it right. So
Yeah.
That's why I said you going in with what was the known counters and getting like hard stop like that Bane, I ain't doing that. Screw that. That dude. No amount of character you could put in there was gonna do anything to change
if it
that
was gonna
fight.
work, you'd had to have gotten lucky on that last turn, and then try and chunk it apart after that. I don't know.
Well, also with the locked shock there, I wasn't going to get any health back, so I probably should have done middle. But yeah, that was not good.
He took the power of 2 and said that's the power of shit.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Set would have been better. He wouldn't have died as quick as Darth Vader, but I don't know.
No.
Fair. All right.
Do you... Trying to think this out. I don't know if looking at what you did and what happened there, and again, Tass didn't do any special modding. Tass has naturally good modded characters, but he didn't go build this special thing. He just said, "Here's your Datacron, go to work."
No, I don't think you need to do anything special.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's
whatever
like
you normally
you're
run,
telling
just
me
throw that prawn on it, right?
I don't think any amount of Bane and a character. Now, I think, like I said, I stick by. I think Lord Vader and Bane might have some legs there. There's
Sure.
a thought that I can see that holding, but what else? Bane can't sustain the amount of damage. I don't think with what's on there and the amount of turns that are taken, Set's going to do shit to hold that.
Yeah, Drey is the star. Like, she just is a beast. Like,
True.
it's not actually not
Plus,
fair.
well, if you think about it, right, it's bonus turn that's going in, so she's doing all that. Boss
And
is calling
100%.
assist too.
And 100% damage.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Just, yeah.
So I'm sorry, Arsenal, you had that other fight you wanted to showcase?
Yeah, sorry, it's just doing the processing thing. I uploaded it to YouTube, but
Problem.
I was
No worries.
going to just share my screen if you wanted, but now that
That's okay.
oh, actually, it's up. I'll send you the link.
Sounds good. We'll put it right up.
There you go.
Trust the
Again.
processing.
Again, there.
That's right.
Right, Baylor, right.
I
That's it.
see you.
That's it.
I see you. Clever one,
That was
you.
now that was a
Hey,
good dad joke. Yeah,
All right.
See?
that was a good one.
Here we go. We got this coming
We
up.
we all do it.
We're nearing
Good one, Fatal.
All right, let's see this. See this.
Yep, worst case scenario,
Yep.
or one
All
of
right.
the worst.
Well, no,
right?
it's lock on snip. So, all right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not getting
Yeah,
any assists
I
right
wasn't
now.
sure what
Feels
the-
so
what-
gross.
I know. Brutal. And sorry, the cron I had was it was bulk with high armor pen and high health.
Yep. Okay.
You didn't have a GR reduction, did you? No, I'm saying this crime wasn't any type of the new one like GR reduction, was it?
Oh no.
So then I'm wondering, keep the GK to try to hold it over. Again, I'm not worried about the taunt. I'm trying to think crit immunity.
It's like they're just not
Maybe
doing
double-
any damage. Like
Maybe
Look at this.
double tank.
Yeah.
There's
this is
doubt.
bad.
Don't forget.
they're full HP at that point, and then
Mhm.
Slicker
why I'm
already
wondering-
into all-
The other reason I'm wondering is like if you take the Galactic Republic damage reduction, right? You try to keep them up to where they can get above the 50% because you really need.
Yeah, I only had one of those, and that was the Varys Cron. That
Okay,
was on
so
me.
if that's because well the bear and I would love to have the Bears crown, but obviously
Jeez.
with SLKR.
So I knew right here I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
if I let them take any more turns, Cat was dead, and then she died. So
Yeah, man.
I took the leap and knew it was over. But like, look at this, like it's just fucking crazy.
That's rough business, man. Drey keeps them topped off the entire time.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
So
I
what
thought,
would
well,
it be?
Bad
So if you take
business,
this-
man. Bad business.
So-
Thanks for sharing, though. Great fights.
yeah, it was not as great for me, but it was good learnings.
Fair.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem the rest of the week. So
Yep. Yep. I wish myself the best with that because I'll be spreading it out from here. So,
yeah,
well, Dagger,
Yeah,
I know
sure.
you're still there lurking in the shadows. Thank you for sharing your fights with us tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll keep on doing that as the situation allows. Guys, before I go ahead and wrap this up and raid this out, this is to all of you here in the chat, into the Discord chat here with me. Anything you guys want to say to the people before we raid it out?
That's the
Find video
processing.
games to play that aren't Swugga. I promise you they'll be more fun.
Damn, hateful.
Mm-hmm.
I could stream some more TFT, but I don't think that's really the slug of speed.
Yeah, play more. Pick back up Baldur's Gate 3.
I suppose that is an option. All right,
Why do you sound sad when you say it though?
because it's really something. That game is really something. When it's not slow and boring, it punishes you for doing what you're supposed to be doing anyway.
To be clear, he's super salty because he chose to be a paladin And then when he first met Lae'zel, he broke his oath at like level 2.
Yeah, it was interesting because it was like, hey, you captured somebody that I know to be a friendly. You should let them go. It's like, no, I don't think so. I think she's dangerous. It's like, okay, well, if you let her go, I'll help you kill her. And it's like, oh, well, that works. And then we'll let her, and then they let her go. It's like, okay, well, now I'm not going to help you kill her because she's actually somebody that I like. It's like, you can't do that. Now we have to attack you. You have to attack me? Okay, then I'm just going to kill you both. And now I'm the bad guy.
That was fast.
That sounds just like real life.
Yeah.
So I was out there trying to do a good thing, setting somebody that I knew to be, a good party member free, and folks tried to intercede on that, and somehow I'm the bad guy. Anyway, great game, that Baldur's Gate 3.
Dude, I checked. I am doing my 31st playthrough right now.
That's love. Nothing short of love could make a man do that.
Yeah, the trick is to play on honor mode and like do cool things. Also known as being good.
I was gonna say I have no idea what any of that means, so I'll just take your word for it.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
we've heard from both of you. How about Sasha and Arsenal here in the chat?
Yeah, Cass is playing on kindergarten level and being grumpy that he's not getting his way, and I'm playing here on the adult level, not complaining about not getting my way, and dying, after 10 hours of play. Because
there is no Sasha in chat, Tess. There's no, just the
Oh,
Arsenal.
Sasha dipped out already? No worries. All right. That's
Yeah,
fine. Arsenal, floor is yours then. What do you have to say as, my honorable opponent for the evening? I appreciate you going in and attacking bottom before I went live. But again, the floor is yours, and thank you for a great fight tonight.
Yeah, thank you for whipping my ass. I knew it was going to be one of those fights where we're both going to set pretty formidable D, and like we were saying, I thought that Slicker was beatable, but not for what I had on D. So it's going to have to be some readjustments. I guess the crappy thing is I may not. We have 2 Erodiums in our group,
Yeah.
so I have like I have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a real opponent next round.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting for you because I think everybody you face here on out will have a few FTCs in their pocket, so that should get interesting.
It's going to be horrible, but yes, you can watch me get gored here the rest of the week.
Yeah, well, it should be fun. You can taste what I tasted today.
That's right. Bitterness. I know it'll come for me soon enough.
But yeah, no, it was a good match, and thanks for having me come on, and good luck the rest of the way. We'll see what plays out.
Likewise to you, Cere, and we'll see you real soon. Probably, first week of 3 vs 3. I'm sure we'll be running into each other again.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you, Arsenal. And now we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Of course, you're watching me live here on twitch.tv/Tassinix. I also stream simulcast on YouTube at Tassinix Gaming. If you haven't been there before, check it out. There's a whole bunch of Slugger-related content over there that you may be interested in. We've got the Datacron set guides. I'll be making the new one here soon with Aesop Rock, one of the top players to have ever done it. My mod guide videos, a whole bunch of other stuff. Whose audio am I picking up? Am I picking up you, Dagger, doing your initial quest dialogue in Baldur's Gate? Is that what's picking up?
Oh yeah. Also, when do you trade out Aesop for Baby Yoda? Considering that Aesop's no longer number 1.
Well, it's about how many seasons you finish at rank 1, right? I think that's the real determinant.
So you're going to start
rank 1 and finishing rank 1 are different things, and I think he's well on track to do it. To your point.
Oh no, I was going to say. So does that mean you're going to like throw Aesop to the curb and start doing it with Sasha?
Oh
who has the longest streak?
I enjoy that being something I do with Aesop.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time. I like watching them.
Good.
Or listening. I don't actually watch them. I listen. But
that's fair. That's fair. I think that gets you most of the way you're trying to go. So yeah, we have those Datacron set guides over there. We've got the mod guides on characters and factions that you've asked about. videos, instructional videos like the How to Mod series, and stuff like the GAC Omicron tier list. All that's over there. It is, of course, a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sashaisha, and Fatal. We break down the last week in Grand Arena in the thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1. We talk about how we dealt with our meta matchups that week, our favorite attacks and defenses, our lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else we think that's worth sharing with you. So that's all over there. And of course, anything that you enjoy on YouTube, give it a like. Hit subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I really appreciate your support. And of course, if you want to go above and beyond to support the stream, there are a couple ways to do it, and something in it for you along the way. We've got, first of all, we've got Cash App, which is $Tassinix. We've got PayPal, which is tassinix@gmail.com. But if you want to get some enhanced scouting power, early access to some of my content, and a couple other fringe benefits, you may want to check out my Patreon. Patreon.com/Tassinix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. At $5 a month, you enter the TAS House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming podcast, which is coming out on Friday mornings at 8 a.m. for our general audience, but patrons get it as early as Tuesday night, within hours of us recording, so you get the early intel for that first round of the week. In addition, you get early access to the Datacron Set Guide videos, and of course, dedicated text and voice chat on Discord, where you will usually find me lurking. So pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to Andrew, Banja, DeadpoolCow28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Jobin4527, Miasmal, Most Ross, Raise Malvis, Sam Vimes, Sheepdog47, Wed, Stark Strategy Gamers, Sweens14, and White Wolf. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon membership to me and to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot is that tool that I highlight at the beginning of my streams, showing you that very readable understanding of your opponent's offensive and defensive tendencies. Anybody can use that tool to pull their opponent's last week of Grand Arena history, but only patrons can build out a custom report showing any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of the report where you can click links that go right back into swugga.gg or Insight, whichever you use, helping you further save time investigating what you're going to do on your opponent. Or, if that isn't your speed, you can go for the Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili, which is the #1 tool for your mass mod management and loadout creation. No other tool lets you switch so easily between your Grand Arena, TD, W, raid mods. You can use it like Fatal and TJ do to comprehensively remod your roster. You can slice through hundreds of mods in seconds and help out your guild in TW. There's a couple other odds and end perks in there as well. But regardless, there's no wrong way to go at VIP Access Plus, so thank you so much to Dobby, Esh Sotnikam, Meow for Me, Mr. Tony, Loon, Jake23501, Single Malt Jedi, Snack Attack, Striker, and Trouble Fingers. At VIP Access Premium, this is $15 a month for the Doublebot bundle. So Patreon access to me, OmegaBot, and Hot Utils all in one bundle. You can't beat that price a la carte. So that's why so many of my patrons say it is one of the best value bundles in the game. Thank you so much to Argots, Arj, Big Ninja, Duckstab, Darth Link, Dark Hug, Frick Frack Pattywhack, General Milan, Ibanez, Johnny B. Ottawa, Ev, Mini GK, Hills, Twig, Stylebag, Sir Boss, Stofus, The Lost Womprat, Wilco, and Zoltre. At the top of the list, the Ingesters Club Elite, the one, the only, Nomad's Reaper. This man pops in the stream from time to time, drops hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies, incredibly generous support over the years. Thank you so much, good sir. And of course, last but never least, our special thanks first to Yoda Force, one of my original supporters from way on back, bought me the mic that I'm speaking to you on right now, and though he has long since quit the game, we wish him well from the other side. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, whether it's delivering coffee, alcohol, or just keeping our daughter, from tearing apart our home brick by brick while I'm being distracted trying to be halfway decent at a phone game. And of course, the Dagger.
And failing.
Yes, well, I am. All right, to Dagger, TJ, Sashaisha, and Fatal, but really less to Dagger. Thank you so much for being available on a weekly basis for recording our show on Plotting and Scheming. I appreciate you guys, despite, your busy work and family schedules, etc. Being able to join us on a weekly basis and record what I think is the best Grand Arena related podcast in the game. Our viewers learn a lot from us, and of course, I'm learning from you guys. Hopefully the feeling is occasionally mutual, but really it's about the engagement, the questions, the conversation surrounding the show, and all of you add so much to it, I really wouldn't change a thing. Thank you so much. Again, maybe except for Dagger. All right, we move back over to the main scene now. It's time to make ready to raid. I'm assuming that Xerath is still live at this time. Raid out on YouTube. All right, he is live. We'll set that up there to raid on YouTube, and then, oh, what the hell. For you guys here on Twitch, I'm going to send you on over to Zeppers. Zeppers is a fun watch. He's a good dude. And if you want, you can go tune into Xerath, but Zeppers is a fun dude. So, you guys enjoy that. Thank you for tuning in. It was a surprise double feature. Again, shout out to Arsenal for popping in to join us. Shout out to Dagger for popping in and giving us the double feature material. Sorry I kind of passed out a little bit in there, but we're doing the best we can. School night. It's getting by out here. But anyways, I'll see you here on Saturday for round 2 action. I think that'll be late morning, early afternoon Eastern Standard Time. And until then, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.